welcome everybody to Horsemen of the Apocalypse Anniversary Special. These guys have been going through their campaign for 1 year, so we're doing a little non-canon game. It's called Asylum, and we are here with Dylan, who's playing Kurt. Ayo!
It's me.
So we got his portion to go through, so we'll go ahead and get started. All right. So, Kurtz, you were in a room that you're unfamiliar with, and you were unconscious for an extended period of time.
Okay.
And so you're going to be, everything's black, you can't hear anything, but as you're starting to come to, your consciousness is slowly regaining. Your eyes are starting to finally open, and you can feel this weird sensation of your body where you just feel bound down, and as you open your eyes and you look out to each side, you can see your arms are bound to this wooden barrier that you're upright in, and these other reinforced straps are holding you down. And as you look at your left arm, there is this tube with this large metallic needle that is inserted into your veins, and the tube is black. And
fuck that.
And there's this large canister next to you that's got this bubbling black Icarus fluid. And you can hear it every so often just kind of make these mechanical noises going, and you can feel this pulsating sensation of this thick fluid getting pumped into your veins, and you can see the veins coming out from the location that this needle is sticking in. All the veins are black, and it's starting to pump into your body, or has been for a while.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
And then you look over to the right arm, and there's a second needle. And the tube coming out is red, and you can feel the warmth leaving your arm as it's going into this needle, and it occurs to you that it's draining all of your life fluid. All the blood inside of your body is going out on the right, so you can feel this cold coming in from the left, and all the warmth going out from the right as you're bound to this thing, as you're looking around in this room you've never seen before. What would you like to do?
Okay. Am I like sort of just like T-posed like this?
Yes.
Okay. Can I reach the tube and needle with my teeth on my left arm?
Let's get an acrobatics check just to see how much movement. Your head is not bound down.
Well, good thing I have a -2 to that. 8.
So you're trying to reach your teeth to what again?
Just to try and get like the tube or the needle or something to try and like gnaw it out of or rip it out of my arm, the black one.
Let's see. I don't think your teeth are going to be able to reach with an 8. Okay.
In that case, I kind of just want to Hulk out of the straps then and try and break them.
Okay. So as you start to squirm around, you can feel that these needles are actually very far into your veins. And it's going to be quite painful as you're kind of squirming around, but go ahead and do some acrobatics or just strength base, whichever you prefer.
Got a 27 for athletics.
All right, so as you squirm around, you're going to take 2 damage from the needles as they pierce into you, but you're going to start to be able to break one of your arms free. Which one are you going to prioritize? The side that has the black or the red that is draining
out? The black.
All right, so you're going to be able to break your left arm free with the needle still stuck in there, and you can feel this blackness starting to pulsate into your veins.
All right. Now that I can move my arm, can I sort of pull the needle out with my mouth and then get to work on the other arm?
Yeah. Okay, so the left side you can get up to, and you can kind of sink your teeth in around it and pull it out. And as you pull it out, you can feel this extremely long needle sliding out. And as you're kind of just holding it in your mouth, you can smell this almost burnt smell of this fluid as it's still dripping out of the needle, as the machine is still pumping it out as you have it in your mouth.
Yeah, so as soon as I get that out, I'll sort of just flex and move the arm around to see if it's still working and good to go. And then if it is, I'll just get to work on just unstrapping the other arm and the rest of my body. And
sure. So as you start to move it around to feel how it feels different. You have full control, full mobility over the arm, but it almost feels like it's not your arm. Something about it feels different, and it's tighter. It feels stronger, but it's also like resisting anything you want to do. It does do what you want, but there's something definitely wrong, and you can feel the surging inside of you kind of spreading up towards your shoulder area.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'll just worry about that in a bit. I'm gonna free myself from this table or restraints or however I'm attached, and then sort of take stock. Like, do I have my armor? Do I have my weapons?
Sure.
Or am I just like...
Okay, with your left arm free, I'll give you advantage for another athletics check as you can use this arm to be able to try to break out of this harness much easier.
Okay.
Excuse me.
24.
All right, you're gonna have no issues. So you're gonna be able to use this arm that feels different, but you can reach over, you can just break off the things that are binding you in. With your right arm now free, you can see that this, the one that's draining your blood out.
Okay. Looking at the machinery, since I am a tinkerer, is there any way that I can... Actually, how am I feeling? Do I feel like I have a lot of blood loss?
Yeah, you feel vastly different than you normally do.
Okay. Yeah, fuck that. I'm not gonna
What's
fuck
your
around with that.
what's your passive medicine score?
My passive medicine. How do you do that again? It's like
It'd be a base 10 and then plus your modifier.
modifier.
Yeah.
It's 12.
12. Okay, so with your passive medicine, you can do an actual medicine check if you want to try to go beyond that. But your passive, you can tell that. Look in with your tinker skills. You're kind of piecing together that this machine was pumping something in, and the red tube you can see as you're starting to look around. It's attached to you and it's leading back towards the backside of the room. Which once you're completely free, I'll expand your vision. It's leading somewhere else. You can tell that they were draining and replacing with something.
Okay. Yeah, in that case, I'll sort of rip the needles out and bandage them up as best I can, just with whatever I can find, just like my shirt or some cloth or bandages or whatever I have available, and then sort of follow the blood.
Okay. All right. So we'll break you free from your thing, and this will expand your vision. And let me delete that. All right. So you're able to move around as you pull out the second blood needle. There's the holes in the vein. These were very large needles that were in, and as you look down at both of these, you can kind of see some blood dripping out of the right arm and some black ichor pouring out of the left. The wound where the needles are in, as you're staring at them, start to sizzle and magically begin to heal over, and it feels like it's whatever's in your veins is giving you some kind of physical properties you didn't have before, and they kind of burn over and they are healed.
Well, that's disconcerting.
But you can see behind you. So with the doors, I forgot to explain this before. I didn't put doors on any of them, so that way you could see. Don't physically move through doors unless I tell you can move through them. I just kept them open so you can see. These doors have reinforced windows in them, so you're able to see. So whatever your character can see, or on the map you can see, that's what your character can see. So as you turn around, the back side of this room, this wall looks almost like a force field. It's this blue glistening wall that is giving off this faint humming noise. You are able to see through it. Everything through is going to kind of have a bluish tint, but you're able to see through it, exposing this large room to the west of your room.
And I see the giant feet and all that jazz.
Yes, you do.
On.
Yep, so in this next room, you can see these stone stairs that lead up to this platform that's maybe 6-7 feet off the ground. It seems that the blood tube that was hooked up to you passes through this force field and it runs along the floor and it hooks up to a very similar device that is full of red fluid, which you're assuming is your blood. And you can hear pulsating suction noises coming from the red needle that's on the ground. Well, the needle is metal, but the tube. You can hear it starting to pulsate suction noises, and the red that's full of the tube, it seems like the tube is clear because now the red is starting to recede as it's now starting to pull in air towards that direction.
Okay. And I don't have any gear, do I?
As you look over your body, all of your gear is not on you. You seem to be dressed in maybe like prison clothes. You're not quite sure. They're a lighter color with stripes that run up and down them.
I'll ignore that for the moment and check out this door.
All right, so that is the door. Oops. Gotta move the screen here. And go back to token layer. There we go. All right, so this door that's in front of you is a metal door that has that reinforced window that you're able to see. The hinges are on the side that you are on. It seems to be locked and reinforced locked from the other side.
Does it have like a keyhole?
It doesn't have a keyhole. It seems that whatever method for unlocking is on the outside.
Okay. So I'm trapped in a tiny little room. No way out. Alright, neat. Well, first of all, fuck whoever put me in here. I'm gonna pick up the tube that was siphoning blood from me. I'm gonna put it so that siphoning the black out of the other tube.
Okay. So the beveled edges on the needles aren't going to be able to line up. Give me an intelligence check. Or
Big brain.
oh, I forgot the rolls aren't popping up, so we need to say what the numbers are.
Yeah, it's not rolling. It's just a straight D20, though. I don't have any mods.
Okay.
Or maybe roll 20 is just fucking...
It's been really laggy tonight.
Alright, so 17 for intelligence.
All right, so the needles can't hook up directly, but as you're kind of looking at these needles and you're observing the tubes that are coming through, it doesn't seem like the tubes are impervious of being pierced. So you could probably stab the red needle straight into the black tube to accomplish what you're wanting to do.
Yeah, just to kind of fuck you to...
Sure.
I don't know what the hell's going on, but screw them.
Okay. And I'm starting to lag a little bit. Hopefully it smooths out. There we go. All right, so you pierce the needle into the black tube, and you can hear the suction start to continue, and it quickly catches the thick black liquid that's inside this huge canister, starts to drain, starting to go in the tube. So the tube that is leading off towards that stone podium that you saw out there, you can see slowly the black starting to spiral down the tube, catch up to the air bubble, and then it's starting to work towards whatever was draining your blood.
Well, that's done. This reinforced glass, how reinforced are we talking?
It seems to have some kind of wires ran through it, and then on the back side there's these metal bars that are covering it from the hallway side.
Okay. And does the room have these like beds and stuff in it, or is it?
Yeah, the beds are in there. Yep.
In that case,
one of them seems to be completely folded up proper, like hospital or military. It's not, like sheets are tucked in, everything's pristine and perfect. The other one, there's a head press and the pillow. The sheets are all kind of pulled from the corner as if something had laid in it previously. It might have been you and you don't remember. You're not quite sure. Your memory is kind of foggy, and you can feel this kind of cloudiness in your brain. You're not sure what events led up to being in here.
Okay. Well, someone put me here, so someone's eventually gonna check on me. Can I hide under one of the beds and wait for someone to come in?
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. Give me a stealth check as you climb up under one of the beds.
Oh boy.
Stealth charge.
16.
All right. Yep. You can climb up under the bed, and as you're under there, you don't hear any noises in the hallway. You don't hear any commotion or anyone talking. It's just dead silence.
I'll wait a bit, like maybe 20 minutes, and then if nothing happens,
Okay.
we're gonna start breaking stuff.
Okay. Well, as if you're gonna be waiting under there for 20 minutes, as you're just waiting to hear anything, nothing, and you're starting to feel this searing pain coming from the site where the needle was, and the blackness has started to spread through the veins, and you can feel it stiffening up your arm, and you're actually going to kind of phase out and have a flashback.
Okay.
All right, so let me find that real quick, and I'll read it to you. All right, so you're not sure when this flashback took place, but this is what you get from the flashback. The Kandorian Tribune in bold black letters of the newspaper in front of you. A colleague is holding it wide open while he flips to the back to the comics section. Tilting your head to catch a glimpse of the front page, it reads, "Worst storm is in recorded history." Clearing his throat, the fellow investigator looks up from the paper, clears his throat, and says, "Congrats on the promotion. I heard they got you on a new case already. Care to spill the beans?" You can't help but grin. The promotion is something that all four of you have been working towards for far too long. You know I'm not supposed to talk about classified cases, so I couldn't tell you it's about a missing persons even if I wanted. You reply. And that's it for the flashback. And then you come back from having that flashback, you look down, and your arm is now this silvery gray color, and it has completely changed form. It's elongated, slightly buffered. Your fingers are elongated, and it kind of takes control of itself while it takes form all the way up to almost up to your shoulder area, and then you regain control over it, and it's completely different.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna blame Rin right off the bat. And then I'm gonna very hastily make a tourniquet to try and stop this spread.
Okay. There is a dresser in here. There is the beds. There's a pillowcase, sheets, stuff like that. So what's
And I use the tubing from the blood one, or no, the black one that it should be empty up to some point right now. Like if the syringe is in, then part of it should like be empty at this point, right?
oh, like the portion? Yeah, you could use the tubing. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll just sort of rip and chew at that until I break up enough to sort of get that, and then tie it off as tight as I can,
Okay.
just to see if that
Sure.
stops.
Okay. So as you're gnawing at the tube that's coming off, you're eventually able to break it. But as you do, you can just taste the ichor inside your mouth as it's kind of dripping down. There were some remnants inside of it. You're able to break free, and you can start to tie it around on your arm. Give me a flat d20. Let's see how well you can. Hold on. This thing is helping you out here.
10.
A 10. Okay, so you get it on there pretty secured. It's really tight. It feels like it's cutting off circulation. You're not sure how well it's working, but it's on there.
All right. And then we're gonna pick up the blood canister, or the thing that was siphoning blood, machine or pump or whatever it is. I'm gonna throw it as hard as I can at the blue force field.
Okay, so as you go up to this thing, I mean, it's quite large. It's definitely larger than your body, and as you try to hug up to the glass cylindric center of it, it seems to be bolted onto the ground. And with the size of it and it being bolted down, you're not able to pick it up to throw it. But there are a few other things in the room if you wish to throw something at the field.
Yeah, I'll pick up the dresser.
Okay.
Drop that.
All right. So as you give up on that one, you go to the dresser and you chuck it. The entire thing is just going to splinter and break apart as you chuck it as hard as you can towards the force field, and you're going to hear this magical noise as it makes contact. None of it got through. It all just shatters into a bunch of wooden splinters and pieces on the ground.
Does it look like burned or fried or anything like that?
No, it does not.
Okay.
It almost as if you threw it against a concrete wall. It just shattered.
Okay. Good. In that case, I'll then walk up to the sort of blue force field and sort of poke at it.
Okay. So as your finger hits it, it's just going to kind of pulsate around. Your finger, it feels as if you just hit a solid wall.
What about the monster arm?
Same thing.
Okay. Well, shit. I don't suppose there's like a vent or duct on the ceiling?
There is not.
Okay.
There feels to be some kind of burning sensation residue in your mouth from the black ichor. And you kind of like make sure you wipe any of the bits off of it, and it almost feels somewhat of an acid on your hands as you're kind of wiping it off.
Okay. So I'm gonna go back to the black tube. Pull out the blood needle and see if I can like. You said there's no lock on the door, right? But there are hinges.
There's hinges on your side, yes.
Can I try and put this black shit on the hinges?
You can. Give me a perception check as you look around the room, see if you can find anything else that may aid you in this.
Can I use my passive?
Yes, which is
17.
Oh, that's really good. There is a water glass that was on the dresser that you threw. That it's tipped over and spilt on the ground. It didn't seem to break, but you think you might be able to put some in that.
Yeah, I'll fill that up as best I can, and then just pour a little on the hinges and see if it explodes.
All right, it doesn't explode, but it's thick, almost like a honey or a syrup. So as you're kind of pouring it out on the hinges, you can start to hear some kind of chemical reaction as it's starting to eat away at the hinges that are protruding out on the door.
Okay, well, I'm gonna need some leeches to get that out of me eventually. But for the moment, I'll just keep dumping it until the hinges either break down completely or wear away enough so I can sort of boot the door and get it off the wall.
All right, so you let it sit for a little while. You can see a little bit of smoke coming up from them. You can hear the sizzle and the cracking as it's starting to break down. And it seems that the integrity of the hinges has been compromised a lot. So if you want to start smacking on the door or trying to pry it open or anything like that, you're thinking you might have a chance with it.
Yeah. Can I, since I've already fucked up the room, can I like break one of the beds and get like a club and use that to bang on the...
Sure, yeah, you can break one of the legs off and try to use that for prying. I'll give you advantage with combination with leverage and the weakened hinges. You can try to pry open the door if you like.
23.
All right, so you're able to pry it off. You hear a loud smash noise as the top hinge just pops off, and you can kind of get your fingers in there and you can pull the door a little bit open, but it's not quite opening all the way. The bottom of the door is still holding
on. Yeah, I'll just continue. See if I pulled away the top half of the door, I'll see if there's like a bolt or something that's been exposed, or maybe the lock on the other side, and keep trying to just dump this concoction on it to continue to weaken the integrity of either the lock or the door or the frame itself.
Okay, yeah, you can keep on prying. See if you can break the bottom one. Go ahead and give me one more athletics. See if you can pop off the bottom guy.
17.
All right, yep. So you're going to be able to free it open, and you think you can pry open this side. Seems that the other side, the bottom side of the door, whatever lock mechanism is holding it in place, but you might be able to pry the door back enough to be able to squeeze through if you suck in the gut, and you can go ahead and walk through the doorway.
Fantastic. I'll keep my club with me.
Okay. So as you turn back and look at the door, those blue letters that are on the ground, there
Hmm.
is a metal placard on the door that says Bravo 2004 on the door that you're in.
Okay. And I'm assuming when I look around, I see these other placards on the other doors.
You do.
Right. Well, I'm going to be looking for everyone else, so I'll just sort of go from window to window and see if I find someone. And I
Okay.
did.
Um, at Bravo 1003, you can look in there. It seems that there is another patient that is snuggled up in the bed and is sleeping.
Sort of bang on the glass, like, "Hey, wake the fuck up,
And you can see her kind of just turn over in the bed from the noise, but goes back to sleep.
bitch."
uh,
Ah, annoying. Okay. Um, Start moving down.
All right, so this
This.
hallway is going to be a dead end. There is a dynamic lighting thing that is messed up. That's not supposed to be
Okay.
there. But yeah, it's just a dead hallway. As you look around, there's white and burgundy marble on the floors and on the walls. Everything is pristine, clean. So far, you can just see the couple doors that are around you. But other than that, there doesn't seem to be anything of interest.
Okay. No one in there. No one in there. Ah. I will go up to B1001 and try to get this motherfucker's attention.
All right. So as you're starting to bang on these doors, you can see that the patients inside they're wearing the same outfits as you. You can kind of see it, at the top of the blankets or whatever. And as you bang on the door, they start to mutter incoherent sentences or just crazy talk. But none of them seem to be responding to any of it. It's almost like people come and fucking bang on the doors and fuck with them from time to time, and they don't seem responsive to it. They just ignore it.
Awesome. Awesome. Still blaming Rin for this. Right off. Okay. Okay. This is a door.
That is out of play. So
Okay.
we'll just say it's a window. Yeah, so there's some exterior windows that'll kind of look out. So as you come up to that one, outside the window, you can see that there is a fierce storm outside. The wind is howling, it's blowing the tree branches around. The ground is very rocky, it's got these sharp rock edges everywhere. It's raining, and the rain is falling at an extreme angle from the wind. You can just hear it howling outside, but this is a reinforced window.
Great. Great. Fan fucking tastic. What is this?
The map had security cameras, so I just dropped
Gotcha.
torches to kind of cover them.
Um, okay. I'm not gonna bother stealthing since I've been banking on shit, but I'm
Okay.
also not just like running around screaming. Oh, blood. Is this some blood in play or?
Yes, it is.
Oh, neat. Let's take a peek at this. And how much blood is it?
Um, a few cups worth, maybe. As you look at it, it's. Do you like touch it, inspect it, or anything, or just?
Yeah.
Okay, it's not warm anymore, so it's not super fresh, but it hasn't like coagulated and hardened yet.
Okay.
So maybe a few hours old. Excuse me.
Oh,
And the elevator is out of play.
okay. Are these doors all locked?
These three here, V Victor 10067 and 8, the doors are unlocked, and you can see through the windows in them, and they seem to have tables and chairs inside of them.
Okay. I'll go in here and sort of just start rifling through these desks and papers and stuff like that to see if I can find any information on where I am, what the fuck's going on.
So yeah, Yeah, there's a pre-generated map, so not everything's play. So the
Okay.
desks don't have any drawers on them, and one side the chairs are bolted to the ground, and there seems to be some kind of manacle attachment on them. On the other side are regular chairs that aren't bolted down and no manacles.
Okay. Great. Fantastic. I love it. I love what's going on here. The hell's this thing? This blue.
It is a teal door, so the teal door is interactable for you. As you look over it, it is locked, but there is some kind of key card assembly on it. It seems that is keeping it locked. There's some kind of LED light on it that is currently off.
Kurtz assumes magic. All right. So it's just like fucking Resident Evil in here. Okay. What am I looking at?
So you
who am I looking at?
As you come into, sorry, I'm trying to catch up with you on the
You're
map.
good.
All right, so you seem to be coming into some kind of cafeteria area, and you can see that on some of the tables there are mostly eaten, half-eaten. Some of them are full portions of food on these metallic trays on some of these cafeteria tables. There is an open door that leads to a kitchen. You can see some appliances in there, and then there's these benches that just run on the in the center of the cafeteria.
Do I see this guy?
Yeah, as you walk closer towards it, it seems to be some kind of violet purplish jacket that has been left on the table, and next to it is a tray of completely eaten food. All you see is just crumbs on it still.
Okay. I'm gonna check the jacket for anything.
All right. Inside the jacket, you're going to find a key card inside of it, inside the inside pocket.
Is it teal?
What's that?
Is it teal?
It is not teal.
Oh, tits. All right. Well, I'm gonna put the jacket on.
Okay.
'Cause why not?
Okay.
Take the key card and go into the kitchen. Doesn't look like, yeah, I can go anywhere. But can I ransack the kitchen for, like, you know those hammers they use to tenderize meat?
Ooh. Okay. Give me either investigation or perception or any kind of skill that you want to use for
I think
rummaging through
I'd
the
love to
kitchen.
use perception, but I think investigation will fit better. 15.
All right, you don't find a meat tenderizer, but there are tongs and ladles and stuff like that just for serving all the slop. You can see that one of the burners was left on, and whatever slop was in the container has just been completely burnt, and there's this nasty kind of smoky smell coming from it. It seems like whoever had this going left it, and it has just been charred over. It seems like hours of it just being burnt, so it's all crusted inside. None of it seems edible.
So I'm alone in a giant fucking cafeteria. No. Okay. I'll go back to the teal door and try the key card.
All right. I lost you on the map. All right, there you are. All right, so as you insert the key card, it is going to make the LED glow green on it.
Oh.
And it is going to unlock.
You don't know magic, Kurtz. Blah, blah, blah. You're not a wizard. Alright. Can I open the door?
You can.
I will.
And as you where are we at? As you step through, you can hear the sounds of some kind of monster around the corner, and it starts to move towards you. And in this moment, you're going to have another flashback.
Okay.
Dr. Demick is our lead psychologist on site, the overweight man says to Finley as he paces back and forth, quickly growing tired of the continuous questioning. Yet another drag of his pipe, he turns to the painting of himself. He adjusts his finely pressed purple jacket, then gently rubbing his fingers across the wooden border. His sole responsibility for the treatment methods of rehabilitating our patients. Rin jumps, flipping through his notebook to previous pages. You keep avoiding our simple questions. How many patients do you currently have on this island? And that flashback will end, and it's going to lead into a third flashback. A loud clank echoes from your tray as your pathetic excuse for dinner now spilled on the cold cafeteria floor. The sheer pleasure the guard got from the last kick makes you take a second to observe the surroundings. Surely he knows you aren't actually a patient, but even if you were, no one should hit that with that much force. The other guards gather around in a semicircle, all taunting and laughing, which encourages him to hit again, and again, and again. The bludgeoning strikes hit your body over and over until a sharp blow to the base of your skull causes the world to become black. And that's the last thing you remember before you ended up in the room.
Okay. And this creature around the corner hasn't noticed me yet, has it?
He is not. He is kind of scratching at the door at the adjacent side. It's another teal one. And as those flashbacks fade away and you're kind of peering around this corner at this monster, you're going to feel the pulsating feeling coming. It's going to shoot from your arm into the rest of your body, and the rest of your body is going to start transforming, and you're going to feel it stretch out in these sharp pains as your bones shift and break and go into a different form, and you are now going to become a monster form.
Oh, neat.
Which I will bring to you right now. Why is Roll20 lag whenever we play a game?
God hates us.
All right. So bring this one. Token layer. All right. Do you have access to that?
The sheet, yes.
Controlled by Kurtz. All right, the token should now give you vision.
Yes. Okay. This is not...
For some reason, it's not... Oh, I gotta give the bot access too. There it goes. All right, and I'm gonna bring up so everybody can see what you look like.
Okay.
As you look around, you got this elongated, silvery gray body. Your head is like this, kind of like the predator shaped. Your arms are super long. Your back is this muscular form. And if we pull up in your character sheet, we'll kind of run through it real quick.
Mm-hmm.
You have an AC of 14, hit points 76, speed of 30. There's your stats there. Mind bending. Once per turn in combat, you can use your telekinesis to buff an ally within 10 feet of you. They get 2 points of monster rage. If you use it on an ally who already has monster rage currently, they receive 1d10 healing per charge they have stacked.
Okay.
We have Labyrinth Recall. You can perfectly recall any path you have traveled. You have Reckless. At the start of your turn, you can choose to gain advantage on all attack rolls during that turn, but any attack rolls against you also have advantage against you. You have an attack called Sonic Waves. You have a +6, range 30 feet, 2d8 plus 4 psychic damage. And then Sonic Blast, which is +6, range 60 feet, 2d12 plus 4 psychic damage. If you have not used Mind Bending this turn, you can use your bonus action to use Sonic Blast.
Okay. Well. And am I coherent?
You are. Yep. So any languages that you spoke in your previous form, you can speak in this beast form. And as you are looking about, the other beasts will start to move towards you, and that's where we will end.
I noticed its name. Okay. Okay.
All right, so that's it. And thanks for sticking with us, guys. This was one of the 4 parts to Precursor for the live session, which will be tonight at 6:30 p.m. Thanks for being here, and we'll resume from there.
Beneath the weeping willow, but now alone I lie, and weep beside the tree, singing away by the tree.
All right, welcome everybody to Horsemen of the Apocalypse. This is our anniversary special. The season 1 guys have been playing the campaign for 1 year, so we decided to do something a little bit different. This is going to be a 4-part intro, and then at 6:30 p.m. We are going live for these guys all playing together. But for now, it's going to be one-on-ones. So Connor is here with Urgra. Has no idea what's going on, so we're just going to jump right into it, and he's going to learn with you guys. So here we go. All right, so Urga, you are in a room that you've never seen before, and you're starting off with all of your senses are off. Everything's black and dark, and it seems like you've been unconscious for a while, and you slowly start to come to, and as your eyes start to open and close, you look around, and you don't have any control over your body, and as your eyes fully open, you look for the first time at your body, and your arms are outstretched and bound by these leather with reinforced metal straps over your arms, extending them out. You look down, and your waist has a big bind all across it. Your legs are all pinned down, and as you kind of look, you are completely strapped up to this board upright. And you're looking in this room, and starts to panic a little bit, starts to set in, and you look on your right arm. There is a tube hooked up into your veins, and the tube coming off of it is black, and you can hear the machine that it's hooked to starting to, and you can feel something surging from this tube, this black tube, and you can see that the veins that it's attached to, there's this black Icarus stuff starting to spread through your veins. Mm-hmm. And then you look over to your left arm. There's another tube, and it's red. And you can just feel that your blood is being pumped out. You can just feel the warmth leaving into this cold tube, and the physicality of your body seems to be reacting to whatever this process is going on.
What do I have on me?
You are kind of just, you don't have like your adventuring gear on, but it's not like just underwear, so it's more like actually I'm wrong on that. It's going to be it almost looks like prison clothing, so it's like white with black stripes on it.
Do I have my ring?
What ring?
The Transcendial Relic?
You do not have that on you.
Well, shit.
You do not have your weapon or your bow either. So no blade, no bow. You're just in these garbs. Mm-hmm. And as you kind of start to jiggle around, you are unable to really move, but you're now fully conscious and able to look around. There is a bed and a nightstand. There's a small little bathroom that you can kind of see, but because you're strapped down, you can't see behind you. It seems like there's a little bit more to the room behind you, but you can't really sense anything behind you. What would you like to do?
I'm going to try and tear my way out of these bonds.
Okay. All right. So we're trying to do like a athletics.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Super! That's a dirty 20.
And we don't have the rolls up on the screen, so I'll have to say all the scores. All right, so we got a 20. All right, so you start to pull and yank around, and you can start to feel one of your arms is maybe making a little bit of room on the straps with a 20. That's a pretty good score. But as you start to pull, you can kind of feel that these tubes that are stuck into you, that they're kind of hard. They're not like super flexible. So as you're moving, you can feel the needles piercing farther into your skin. So it is a little painful. You don't take any damage from it. You think you might be able to get out if you keep working with it, but it might start to tear. The needles might start to tear around in the veins.
Is my head also strapped down, or my neck?
No.
Is my head free?
Your head is free to move.
I am going to, looking at the one with the black ichor, I'm going to use my braids to try and whip my head and knock it out of my arm.
Okay. What kind of check would that be?
I got no idea, man. Back roll. I whip my hair back and forth. I'm just gonna do a d20.
Okay.
1 d20, and then
are you proficient with your hair attacks?
He does her hair. She's done it for years.
That's true.
So we'll do Dex plus proficiency, so plus 6. What the hell?
Sure. Why not?
So there we go. That's an 18. Whatever. No.
All right. So what exactly? You're just trying to like dislodge it from your arm?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so as you whipping your hair back and forth, it does seem that you're getting a little bit of leeway as far as the pulling, and you're trying to the needle has kind of come out a little ways. It's still in there. It seems as it's starting to come out, it's not a superficial needle. It seems like it's very far in there. You might be able to keep working it out.
She's gonna keep doing that.
What is your passive medicine score?
Pretty 12. Not great.
A 12. You can do an actual medicine check if you like. 12 itself is not going to be able to give you very much.
Let's try. Here we go. That's a natural 1.
Ooh, all right. So you're not. We can go with the 12 though. This was just to see if you can get any higher. So this is not any kind of medical practice you've ever seen before. Mm-hmm. But it definitely, as you're kind of looking around trying to struggle, whatever this substance is definitely coming in while the blood's going out. And you can tell that there is some kind of changes that are going on within your body. It's almost like your heart can feel something coming at it. Does that make sense? As your blood, your normal life force is leaving, whatever this substance is starting to come in, and it is definitely making all of your veins have this burning sensation and with sharp pains. So as you keep struggling, let's get one more. You can do athletics, or you can be kind of dexterous with it if you like. Either one.
Yes, I mean, their athletics and acrobatics are the same, but here we go. That's going to be a 13.
All right. So you're able to get one of your ankles free. Your left ankle is able to come out, but your arms are still in there. It's really hard to maneuver the arms because of the tubes that are coming in. Anytime you move them, it's very painful, but you are able to kind of get a leg free for a better standing.
Okay. I always pictured Urgra as a natural athlete, so, I can lift my leg up pretty high, so I'm going to try and use her. If she's in hospital clothes, she probably doesn't have shoes. She's going to use her toes to try and grab the tube and pull it out.
Okay. I'll actually give you advantage on this one. So yeah, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and see how well she can get
I'll
those.
use the same roll as last time, so I'll do it twice. Here's 1. That's a 2. We get to try again. 2 2s.
All right. So whoever sets you up in this harness, they definitely have you strained down pretty hard. So you're struggling, and your body's physique is definitely not at its peak because of whatever process that's going on. And so you get heavily exhausted, and your head just kind of hangs for a few minutes so you can regain your breath and try to figure out what to do. And as you are hanging your head, a memory, a flashback is going to hit you. And this is the flashback that you receive as your head is hanging, as you're trying to regain your breath because you're very short on it with all the struggling you're doing. And the flashback is of you're going to hear a voice. It is of the utmost importance that this goes off without a hitch. The voice yells out from the room as you leave. Why do they choose us is the first thought that crosses your mind as the latch of the door engages. Candoria Internal Affairs special agents don't get stuck with cases like this, you mutter under your breath. You look down at the file in your hands, and 4 ferry tickets are sticking out the top, and they say Edge Rock Island.
Oh, so I can read.
Or you would have, yeah. You would have known from the flashback that they say Edge Rock Island.
Uh-huh.
And that is it for the flashback.
Okay. I mean, Urga's going to keep on struggling and, like, trying to whip her hair to get the thing out or try and use her tote. She's trying to get out.
Sure. Yeah, let's get one more try. I believe in you.
We'll try... I mean, she'll just try... She really wants that tube out, so she's going to do the same thing as last time.
Okay, you still have advantage on it since you have a leg free to kind of help you out.
21?
Okay, it's advantage. Go ahead and roll one more time.
All right.
See if you can beat that.
Nope.
Whoop! All right, we'll go
Another
21.
2.
All right, so you are able to get the... All right, okay, what are you prioritizing? Getting the needles out or getting free of this contraption?
She's prioritizing getting the black goop to stop that from getting inside her body.
All right, so with this, you're going to be able to dislodge it. So another hair whip. You're able to, and kind of an arm pull, you're able to pull it out. You can feel this large silver needle just sliding out, and then it's going to fall to the floor. And as it falls to the floor, you can see the beveled edge is starting to just kind of pump out this black goo that's just starting to puddle slowly. And it's very thick. It's almost like a syrupy consistency as this is kind of bloop onto the floor. But now that that needle is out, it was kind of holding your arm in because it was adding girth to it. So it seems like your right arm now can be pulled out of the harness. I
will do so and then immediately take the blood transfusion one out.
Okay. All right. So you get both of them up. So you look down, and as the holes that were there, you can kind of see a small black drip coming out of the right and some blood starting to come out the left. And as you stare at them, you could just feel the stuff coursing through your veins. Those holes start to magically heal up.
Mm-hmm.
And you can feel black ichor pulsing through your veins, and your arms start to shake, and they're just convulsing when you can't control, and you can start to see them physically start to change shape, and they start to turn gray and kind of slender out, and your fingers start to go longer, but it seems like it's just confined in your arms at the moment. They seem to be totally just changing form, and it's up to your elbows all the way to your fingers.
At this point, I'm going to prioritize trying to get loose if I can.
Okay.
Like my last leg, my chest, whatever it is left.
Okay. So now with your arms free, you're going to be able to definitely with your strength, you're going to be able to finally break loose of this board that is holding you back, and you're going to be free to move about the room now.
All right. So with this transformation thing, she's going to try and be stealthy. She doesn't want to disturb anything or have anyone come check on her.
Okay. Let's get a stealth check from you.
All right. Here we go. It was almost an 18. That's a 10. So yeah, I'm imagining she's like practically convulsing with these changes, and she's going to try and, as she's like being stealthy, she's going to try and look for her stuff, her gear.
Okay. So as you start to look around the room, you don't see any of your gear in here. You're not sure where it is, but it's definitely not in this room. There are a couple beds and an end table and a small bathroom, which is blacked out, but it is right in here.
I didn't. See,
Does the pinging work?
well, not if it's in the black that I can't see.
Yes, it's kind of out of play anyway, but there is a bathroom in here.
Okay.
But yeah,
He
you
doesn't
are
know what it is. Okay.
sure. You are free to look around and move about. So the door that's holding you in, you can actually give me a perception check so it lets me know how much to actually tell you about what you can see.
Okay. Perception.
Unless you want to go with your passive. Oh, that's much better
23.
passive. Okay, so the door for the room is metal. The hinges are on the inside. There is a window that's kind of reinforced, but you can see through it through the hallways. So you can't pass through because the door is closed. But you can move up to it. Anything you can see through the window. And you can hear a faint humming noise coming from this back wall here. And as you turn to look at it, it seems to almost look like kind of like a force field. It's this blue transparent wall that you can see through, but you can kind of hear a pulsating hum that's coming from it. But other than that, in the room is just there's two beds. One of them is messy. It looks like that was maybe one that you were sleeping in before. But the other one is like the sheets are completely folded and tucked. The blankets are undisturbed. The pillow doesn't have a headrest in it. So one of them looks like it hasn't been used, and the other one looks like it's been utilized.
Okay. Not seeing her kit immediately available, she's gonna walk over to the window and check to see if there's anyone outside through the window.
Oh, down the hallways?
Yeah, outside the room.
You do not hear any people, and from what you can see, you can't see anything. You can see through the window. There is another door with another window, and there is a table and chairs in it. And then that's to the north.
Yeah, this guy.
Yeah. And then to the south, you can see there's another door down that way, but you can't make much else out of this door.
Sure. Okay, at this point, Urgra is going to just pretty much do a quick circuit of this room and look like under the beds, under the sheets, and also check out what the hell this big old machine thingy is.
All right, so seems like this big machine is this tube. So the sides of it are glass, so you can kind of see into it. Whatever black substance you can see in there is just kind of bubbling inside of it. You can see little bubble pockets come up and just kind of pop at the top, and it's about half drained down.
Mm-hmm.
You can see the cord that's coming out. It seems to still be pumping out onto the floor.
Is there any sort of way I can gather up some of this gunk?
In what method are you trying to gather some up?
Something that is contained and will not touch me, but I can carry around a glass, a beaker, a bottle.
In the room, there is the nightstand, and that is going to be the only thing that's going to be there is an extra set of the same clothing that you're wearing. And then there's the bed. So anything on the bed you could try to utilize. There's pillowcase, pillow, sheets, blankets, stuff like that.
Okay, so, but no cups of water or anything.
Well, yeah, we can say there's a glass of water. Yeah.
Okay. Urga will just take the glass and just hold it underneath the little drip.
Okay.
Until she gets a little bit of it.
Sure. Okay.
And then she will, looking around, just making sure there's no one else in here, no sign of anyone else or anything else to be found. She will go back to the door and try to open it. Just gently push it open. Or pull, whichever it is.
Okay. Yeah, it would open inward because the hinge is on the inside. But it is locked.
Okay. Might as well. Urgra is gonna. Does she still feel like the burning sensation in her body?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Going with that, Urgra's gonna try to pour some of the black sludge on the hinges.
Oh. Okay. So as you pour it onto there, it kind of just pours very, very slowly. But you're able to get it on the hinges, and it starts to bubble and starts to seem like it's starting to react to the metal.
While she's waiting, she's gonna go get more.
Okay. She's gonna keep pouring some in and then dumping it on the hinges.
Yep, and she'll eventually, when she's ready to leave, she will have another glass full of the gunk.
Okay. All right. So it seems like it's sitting on it, and it's kind of working a little bit on it. Um, you can. So while you're going back and forth, it starts to catch your eye. The red tube that was draining your blood is running on the floor, and it seems to be going out of this force field wall that you can see through, and it's running along the floor. So that kind of catches your eye. It seems to be leading off into.
So there's a needle attached to the red tube thing. Can she like put her hand over and see if there's still suction coming from it?
Oh, yes, there would be.
She, with some of the sludge, is going to take the glass, put the red needle inside the glass, and try to essentially contaminate the blood.
Oh, putting some of the black into there?
Yeah. So the black gets sucked up.
Okay, so as soon as the black stuff starts to go into the needle, it starts to get drawn, and you can see it kind of following. There's like a main tube, and then there's kind of one that spirals around it. You can start to see the black getting pulled into it as it's going in. Are you just gonna like keep doing more and more, or just the little bit?
Well, depending on how much of the black gunk is left, because she can see from the machine how much is left.
There's a lot left.
Oh, well, then she'll do a glass and see if anything changes.
Okay, so you can start to see the tubes that are coming out. They're actually clear, so it's black because of the black tube that's ends red. So you can actually see that this red tube is starting to spiral out, and it's turning black as it's sucking that stuff. It's kind of a slow process, but you can start to see it working.
I'm waiting on a door anyway.
Sure. Can you see through this wall here?
I can see through this wall. Yes.
Okay. So go ahead and what can you?
I see a blood spatter, and I can see that the red cord goes to a red machine over here.
Okay.
And I also see all the way over to here-ish.
Okay.
So the other side, I see 4 more of those machines.
Yes, you can. And there is a large stone structure that has sets of stairs on each side. And the platform that is raised above is maybe like 6 or 7 feet from the base elevation. And you can see something on a large table with some kind of a white sheet dripping over it. And you can see blood that's soaked on the center of it that's kind of dripping off the sides. It seems like your blood is getting pumped from whatever, from this tube to some kind of other tank that is on the other end.
Yep. Seeing this, Urger's going to walk over to where the red tube is going through the force field. Is there any way like she can see to that she could possibly take advantage of that, or is?
Explain to me what you're trying to do.
Well, just basically like the tube obviously has to pass through the force field, or else it goes underground or something. Can she see how it's passing through?
No. You can see that it is going through the wall, but you're not able to go through it.
She will try to wiggle the tube and see if it moves through the force field.
It's going to seem like it's almost held in place. So the tube is flexible up to the force field point, and it seems like whatever point that is holding it in place. Does that make sense? So the tube can move up to the...
At this point, Urger will walk back to where the little needle is, and she will tie several knots to just stop the suction.
Okay. All right. You're going to be able to do that. No problem at all.
All right. And then she's going back to the door with her glass of goop. Hopefully the door is good.
All right. So it seems like whatever this substance is has reacted to the metal, and it seems to have eaten away at the integrity of these hinges. They seem to be very frail.
Okay. She will try to, since it's going to be a pull, she's going to try and grab like the handle and just try and like slowly pull it towards her.
Okay. So as you start to pull, it seems like you're going to have to use some brute force with this. It doesn't seem like it's going to finesse.
She will try to oomph it open.
Okay. You want to make an attack roll or do athletics, or how are you trying to do this?
Probably athletics. It may take a few tries. 13.
All right. So with your first pull, it seems like you can hear inside the hinges that they're definitely weakened. But a loud noise is going to kind of echo in the room, and you're thinking it probably went down the hallway as well.
Can I try again quickly?
Yeah, but it seems like they loosened up.
Try again. Come on! That was almost a 19.
All
Okay.
right. Yep. It's not going to get any further in another loud doo-doom.
Trying again as quickly as you can.
Sure,
Come
sure.
on, athletics!
All
Do I
right.
get advantage? I weakened the damn things.
I'll give you advantage on this next one. So yeah, another 13. So another good slam. They seem to be weakening up. See if you can get one more good.
Here we go. Athletics. Nope, I can't get above 13.
All right, so maybe you just need to let the stuff sit and eat away at it. It does definitely look like it's starting to wear them down.
I mean, yeah, she'll at this. Does she listening to the door? Does she hear anything? If people come to check on her, or anything like that?
Ooh, okay. You actually do not hear anybody, so it seems like these noises doesn't seem to have alerted anybody at this point, as far as you know.
Okay. After waiting for maybe a minute or two, if nothing happens, she's gonna keep on trying.
All right, let's get it one more.
Advantage or normal?
Yeah, you can do advantage.
All right. I just can't get above a 10.
13s. All right, so as you're starting to struggle, these new silvery gray arms, they're new to you. You're still trying to get a handle on them, and as you're trying to fight through this, you're going to start to, as you're ramming into the door, pulling on it, whatever you're doing to try to break this door open. It does seem like it's slowly weakening. Hasn't opened yet, but you can feel that now that adrenaline's pumping and you're getting your heart rate up. You can feel that whatever's in your system is starting to pulsate more, and again your arms, and now it's moving up to your shoulders. Everything's going to start shaking, and you can feel it spread, and it's going from your elbows up to your shoulders, up to your chest area. All of it is turning into that same color, and it's deforming, and you're getting elongated. You can feel your neck starting to stretch out as it's starting to go up to your neck, and it's just going to be the searing pain, and you're going to fall to your knees, and another flashback is going to hit you. Are you ready?
Yep.
The scratches of the tree branches outside against the window pane sound like fingernails on a chalkboard. You see your 3 friends across the room, taking their detective gear off as you look down at the pile of prisoner clothing in your hands. These don't look very comfortable, Finley says as you forcefully shove the striped clothing into his hands. Get used to it. You know it's the only way we can find out who's behind all of this, you say to him. That's it.
Okay. Was I able to see, did people look like how I expected them to look?
Yes, they did.
Okay.
Just dressed differently. But yeah, they were the same Kurtz and Rin that you know and love.
Okay.
All right. So as you get up from your knees, you can see it's spread down to your waist area. Your whole body is just elongated and kind of like your waist is shrunk in. All of your arms, they're just super long and lanky. Definitely not what you're used to looking at, and it's kind of disconcerting.
I'm gonna keep on trying because I got nothing better. I haven't actually tried this force field thing. Since she's got some time to wait, she's gonna pick up like a pillow and throw it at the blue force field.
Okay. So as you grab the pillow and chuck it, it's gonna kind of make like a boing noise. And it's gonna stop straight as if you threw it against a wall, and it's just gonna fall straight to the ground.
Well, I tried, and she goes back to the door.
All right, let's get one more.
Let's see if Roll20 will let me do something. Here we go, dirty 20.
All right. So this time, it looks like enough of the hinges have been eaten away. You get one good whack, and then the door becomes free on the hinge side.
Okay. So can I get through?
You can. As you can kind of pry it open, you can hear the metal just kind of, as the side that's bolted and locked is still locked into place. But you're able to kind of pull and pry on it. You're feeling some of this primal strength you're not used to because your body is changing form. You seem to have some kind of strength that you've never been able to tap into before. You're able to pry it open just enough to be able to squeeze past and make it into the hallway.
All right. Now she does. She's going to try and stealth again.
Okay.
So here we go. Be better than last time. Better. No, it's not. It's a natural 1 because it's not
Ooh.
advantage.
All right, so the door is going to make this loud slam as you kind of squeeze your way through it. It's going to smash back into place, making a very loud noise as that goes down. You can see some blood splatter on the hallway floor. As you look, you don't. This is a wall up to the north of you, but as you look down the corridor, you don't see anybody down that way.
Okay, so Urger will first go up this way because she remembered seeing with the other blood thing looked like it was going around here.
Okay.
But this is is this a wall?
It is a wall. Yep.
Okay, then she will look. She'll go over to the blood first and see how fresh it is.
It seems like it's not warm, but it hasn't hardened yet. So maybe a few hours ago would be your best guess.
Okay. She will, since she's here, she'll look through this window.
Okay. You can see an empty room. It looks very close, similar to yours, the same layout. It's just kind of inverted in a different way. It looks like it's maybe another patient prisoner room. We're not quite sure.
Okay.
It is locked, but you can see through the windows. Can you see the A100?
I can. Yes, I can.
Okay, so those are placards that are on the doors, so you can see the room numbers.
Yep, they're squiggles. So.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Okay.
Yeah.
That's right.
So Urgra, not liking being in this open hallway, and gonna go ahead and take a guess that all these rooms are pretty much the same. Is just gonna start moving in the direction she can go.
Okay.
Keeping an eye out to see if anyone else is. Yeah,
okay.
Looking around corners. Yeah.
Okay. I know you can't read, but just to let you as a player know, the 2003 room was empty. That stairway one is going to be out of play.
Okay.
But in this one, the 1006, as you're walking by, you saw that there was somebody on the bed inside. It was a patient sleeping.
God damn it. She goes back. You got a little blankie.
You don't have to disturb. You just notice somebody is in there.
Yeah. And she looks asleep. She's not attached to any tubes or anything.
She is not.
And we're not going to worry about her.
Okay.
We keep going. And she's going to, going up to this door, she's going to try and open it. Is it open?
This one is open, actually.
Aha! All right. And looking... Oh, what is this guy right here?
From the map, it was a security camera, so I just dropped torches on it.
Okay.
So it's just a light. It's a light source.
Okay,
I can't even get rid of the green, but there was a whole camera that I hid with a torch.
Okay. She'll... she comes over here, and this is just looks like a dead end. Well, there's probably a hallway over here. She's going to try and get out of the hallway, so she's going to peek in through this door. Looks like a hallway.
Okay.
She'll keep the door open. Does it close automatically?
No, it's just a free open and closed door.
Okay, she will look over here.
Okay.
More hallway. Sneaking. Okay. Looks like a table. Ooh, we got... I see something here.
Yep.
Is this door open?
It is.
She will open it up.
Okay.
Look inside.
All right. There is 4 tables in here, and you can see a pile of paperwork on the table. Do you wish to grab them?
Yeah, I'll use her second freaking hand since she's still holding her mug of slop. But she will take the papers, roll them up, and so she'll roll them up and put them in the belt of her pajama pants.
Okay. All right. I know Urger can't read, but check your journals. Look for something called orderly list. See if it pops up.
Orderly. It's in.
Okay. All right. So that is what it says on it.
Diagnoses. And it looks like it's patient number, not by room, so it doesn't help me. Okay. She's going to come back out. Looking in this room over here. Is it open?
It is also.
She'll peek in here, but it looks like it's just empty the table.
My roll 20 is not responding. Page unresponsive. Wait. But the roll 20 I'm following you on is working, so go ahead and keep.
Okay. She will ignore that and just keep on going quietly.
So this door there is going to be sealed shut, but you can see through the window. So if there's anything in there.
Yeah, I see some blood, and it's going to lead me to where the other machines are. Okay. Just going to double back. Quick leg.
Okay. And we'll still use your 16 stealth.
Okay, it's actually an actual 1.
Oh, it was a 1. Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. I forgot that was an advantage.
Yeah, I've had this roll 20 wants to kill me.
Yeah. Does you doing a special.
She's going to come down over here. She'll just do a quick sweep of these rooms to see like if she sees anything inside.
Most of them seem empty. The A2007, you can see a male prisoner sleeping in there as well.
Uh-huh. Damn. She's not tubed, I don't care.
Okay, yep, no tubes.
Coming on down. Can't really see anything over here. What about over here?
Those 9 and 10 seem to be empty, and 11 you can see a patient in that one as well.
Yeah. Okay. So with that, she'll keep on going down this hallway.
Okay. And as you start to step, you can feel once again the pain just searing through your body, and your entire body is now going to completely change form, and it's just going to be this excruciating process that it makes you just scream out in pain, and you are going to get another flashback.
Hey, that scream matches my stealth roll. All right.
All right, you ready?
Good.
Many of them come to us broken and lost, the orderly comments, as he leads you down a corridor of white and burgundy marble. As your steps lead you past reinforced windows that show into a solitary room with a patient in a straitjacket screaming at the wall. Their conditions vary drastically, but they all have one thing in common, he continues as he looks through the window as well. They are all violent offenders, and they're unsafe for society. And
We should be typing these. It's faster. But okay. So when I was in that flashback, did I see my friends with me or just the...
It was just you and the orderly looking into a room very similar to ones you've just been peeking in.
Okie dokie.
All right, so I'm taking away your Urgra token.
And I'm pulling up my monster character
And
sheet.
I need to give you access to it.
What the hey? Do I have 4 arms?
Controlled by Urgra.
I really hoped I was going to get passed without a trace off before that happened.
All right. Do you have vision?
I have dark vision, yes.
No, I mean, can you see?
I
on
do.
the map?
I do have vision on the map, yes.
All right. My bot does not have vision of it, so give me 1 second. Sorry. Stand by.
There's no worries.
Controlled by HotA bots. Bam. There we go. All right. So let's get a good look at you. I'm gonna stretch you bigger so everybody can see. All right, so you got these tendrils that are kind of whisking around off of your chin. Your body is just the sleek, silvery gray, almost looks metallic, but it's definitely a flesh consistency. It is now taking over your body. Your head's kind of hunched over. You have these spines that are coming off of you. I think I can actually pull open a better image that shows you from 3 angles. Give me 1 second. Come on, roll 20. Edit. Okay, it is in that. Okay, I think it's in the journals for my bot. I'm trying to hurry, sorry.
I mean, what are you looking for? Oh, you made me giant.
Yeah, it's lagging. I'm trying to pull up the image so people watching can see. All right, so you almost kind of look like an insect, the way your body is shaped. You have this abdomen with this point coming out of the back of it. Your legs are kind of canted back, and your knees kind of bend the opposite direction. You have 4 arms you have an extra set in front of you that are kind of hanging. As the pain starts to cease, and you feel kind of this rejuvenation as you're adjusting to this new body, and you're actually going to have a whole set of skills.
I see them.
All right, so you're going to be using this moving forward. AC 14, hit points 76, speed of 40. There's all your stats there. Conservation of movement. If you don't use any movement on your last turn, you gain additional movement action this turn. If you have moved at least 80 feet before attacking, you can use your bonus action to make an additional attack, but in doing so, you will not be able to move on your next turn. You have Labyrinth Recall. You can perfectly recall any path you've traveled. So as you're moving through, you're going to be able to, like, photographic memory remember everywhere you've been. You don't know how to read, so languages, whatever languages you knew before, so you're not going to instantly gain the ability to read, but the squiggles, you'll remember where they were. You have Reckless. At the start of your turn, you gain advantage on all attack rolls made during that turn, but attack rolls against you have advantage until the start of its next turn.
Reckless attack, yeah.
So
Barbarians.
Yep, exactly. So you can choose to use that every turn or not.
Yep.
For actions, you have a slash, +6, reach of 5. It'll do 2d12 plus 4 slashing. On a successful hit, target can't make an opportunity attack against you that round. And then the Monster Rage you're not able to do yet, which you'll have
I was wondering about that, yeah. Okay.
You'll need to have charges of it.
Okay.
Okay. Alright, let's bring it back to normal size.
There we go.
All right, so as you're starting to walk around, it's the backwards bending knees are kind of slithering around. It's just the natural noises as you move instead of grunts or whatever. It's going to be more of like a monster insectoid kind of noises, but you are able to speak your normal language, but just your normal base noises are going to be more of a monstrosity or an insectoid.
Okay. My perception's really good. Shit. Okay, I'm gonna just start scuttling.
Okay.
Should I make a new stealth check?
Yeah, you can make a new one, yeah.
Looks like I don't have proficiency, so it'll just be a straight dex check. 10.
10, okay. All right, nothing in the 12, the 212 or the 109 for people.
Something over here. That's maybe through things I can't see.
No, you can. So there is a window in the door, and as you can see through that into another patient room, on the back sides of these, it seems to be the same blue force field that you can see through. So anything you can see through it, you can see, but it's going to have a blue...
So force field.
Exactly.
Okay.
So I have a little bit of a blue tint as you're looking through, but you can see through it just fine.
So... probably don't need to ask, but when I transformed, I probably dropped my goop.
The glass probably would. Well, I mean, you're holding it in your hand. We can say you still have it. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. I was just gonna go back and refill it.
Okay. No, yeah, we can.
Yeah.
We can say that's fine.
Is this door open?
That one is going to be locked as well.
Okay. Shield. Moving on. Oh. Ooh. Looking in here.
All right, so this door is going to be wide open, and you can see that one of the orderlies or nurses is going to be on the ground, and she's going to have lifeless as her legs are kind of bent almost backwards. You can see her her stomach was just cut open. And there's blood everywhere. Her white garments are all stained, and there's a pile of blood on the floor.
Damn. Urgra will. I'll go forward and just like see if there's anything. I'll frisk her body essentially. What's left of it.
Okay. So the only thing that she's going to seem to be having on her is this teal-colored
ID card, maybe.
card. It's like a card, but it's got some kind of like magnetic strip on it.
I'm gonna do an intelligence check.
Okay.
It's a 15.
15. All right.
Our girl grab it.
Okay. It's going to seem like it may open doors.
That's very generous of you.
Yeah,
but okay.
like you slide into the door. So these doors that you've seen have had like a card spot that you can stick into it, and this is the appropriate shape, but you're not sure what doors it will work on.
Sure. So card key. Just like the Pokemon Game Boy game. Walking out. I'm looking around. Since there was blood on the body, can I see if there's any sort of blood trail leading a certain way? Like maybe whatever killed her, if it went one way or another way?
No, there's no blood trail. All the blood seemed to be confined to that room.
All right, I'll move on. Looking through there. That's more force field stuff.
Yep.
And I assume it's locked?
It is.
Okay. Moving on. And I mean, now that I have a key, do I try the key card on this door right here?
Okay, so as you slide it in, there's the pad that you're kind of sliding it in. As you put it in and then pull it out, there's like a little LED light on it. It's gonna be flashing red, and it won't open.
Okay. Moving on down. It has a force field. She'll try this one.
Yeah, those on that side is gonna be all the that's exterior, so that's a window looking out outside.
Oh, okay.
As you look out through that window, there's nobody in the room, but you can kind of see through the window pane that is looking outside. There's a violent storm that's going outside. You can see the branches of trees are just getting tousled from the winds. Rain is just pouring down outside. It's very, very violent. You're kind of glad you're inside, but under these circumstances, you probably would rather be out. But yeah, outside of that, it's gonna be the same thing. That room is open, empty as well.
Looks like we got a blue force field, I'm guessing.
It is a door. I just happened to like mesh the pre-made map with other stuff.
Okay,
So it's
okay.
gonna be like the other ones, but it is teal colored. And you can notice in 2016 room, that one has a bed that looks disturbed, like somebody was in there, but the room is empty.
She'll try the card key on 16.
Okay, it's going to be the same flashing red light.
Coming over to 17. What do I see? It looks empty. She'll come over to this turquoise door and try. Is there a card slit?
There is.
Give it a try.
All right, so as you slide it in, the LEDs on it are going to flash green, and it's going to open. Or going to unlock.
And she sees something.
All right, so as you walk through, you're going to see another beast standing there. It's going to have these big haunches on its shoulders, and that is where we're going to end your one-on-one session. And we'll have to pick up on when we all play together. So that was it. Pretty short. It was only
All right.
48 minutes. Awesome. Well, stay tuned, guys, and you'll be seeing the next portion. Or I don't know where in the order it's going to all be, but we have all 4 parts, and then it's going to be everyone playing live. So stay tuned. It's going to be starting at 6:30 p.m. Thanks for being with us, and we'll continue Asylum shortly.
We lay, my love and I, beneath a weeping willow, but now alone I lie, and weep beside the tree, singing away by the tree.
All right, welcome everybody to Horseman of the Apocalypse Anniversary Special, and it is AJ's turn. So we are here with AJ, and he is playing Rin. So this is Rin Edition. At 6:30 p.m. tonight, we are going to be picking up All of Us live. This is a recording. So I don't know where in the order it's going to be, but this is getting them all, the group kind of together for this one-shot special. So welcome, AJ. And
Thank you.
you know almost nothing about what's going on, and neither did the other players. So this is going to be here. You might want to take some good notes.
Okay.
All right.
Wish I had that in head. I'm like a pencil.
You're good. Go ahead, grab one.
I've got my trusty cell phone.
Oh, there you go.
Notes.
Alrighty. Alright, so you have no recollection of where you are, and actually at the moment you are unconscious, so everything is just pure blackness. You don't hear any sounds, you can't see anything, but slowly your consciousness starts to regain, and your eyes are slowly slit open and closed, and eventually you can start to feel your body. And as you look around, your arms and your legs are actually bound. There's this wooden upright thing that you are bound to with these leather reinforced with metal straps that have each of your arms outstretched. Your head is free, but your legs are also bound down. And as you're kind of opening and closing your eyes, starting to get orientated to where you are, you have no idea where you are, and your head is kind of throbbing, and it seems like something happened to kind of mess up your short-term memory. And as you look around, you're going to notice that on your right arm there is a large metallic needle that is into your veins.
Okay.
And the tube that's running out of it seems to be clear, but there is this black Icarus fluid that is really thick and is being pumped into your veins. As you look over, your veins are kind of extended and they're blackened as this stuff is getting pumped. You can hear this large machine that's off to your right. It's this large container, metal on the top. It's got this clear glass cylindric shape, and you can hear the pump inside of it kind of as it's pulsating this black Icarus fluid into your veins. And you look over to your left arm, you see a similar needle into your veins, but this one seems to be red. And then it occurs to you that this one is draining your life force. All of your blood is being sucked out of this, and the tube is running back behind, which you cannot see currently because you are bound to this wooden structure. What would you like to do?
I immediately try to fade transposition and just pop out of the thing.
Okay.
If it works.
It will actually work.
Okay, good.
Alright, so where are you trying to transposition to?
I'll just right in front of me, just completely out of the thing, so I'm just no longer attached to it, and I'm going to then start try to like see if I've got wounds. I'm going to try to close them up, maybe like roll my sleeves down again and kind of like a
Okay.
press or something.
Alright, so as you kind of you instantly move just a couple feet in front of yourself, and you can hear some clanging noises as the needles just kind of fall to the ground. You look over yourself trying to figure out what's going on, and you're actually in, it looks almost like prisoner clothing. It's got white, it's all white color, but it's got stripes. As you look over, what would you like to do?
This won't do. Well, first, just because I'm just a little paranoid, I'm going to go to the black part of my arm and just kind of just try to do that a little bit.
Okay.
I don't think it does anything, but I'm just like, get back.
Actually, so when you put your mouth onto the wounds, you can see it's kind of like still pouring out because you just instantly can't, there was fluid, and on the blood side as well, it's starting to just pour blood. As you put your mouth up to it to try to spit it all out, you can taste a little bit of it in your mouth. It tastes almost acidic in nature, and it's this thick bubbly goo, and you can see these bubbles coming up in this this vat that's next to you, this container, and it almost burns your mouth, so you quickly spit it out. And as you look down at both of the holes where the needles were, you can feel something kind of coursing, pulsating through your veins. It's painful, but feels good at the same time. And you see these holes start to burn and sizzle as the wounds really quickly, magically heal themselves over.
Okay. I'm going to look around me immediately, and I'm going to check behind me, because I couldn't see that at first, to see how much of my blood might be stored, to know how much
Sure.
of me is missing.
How much of you is missing? I love it.
Oh shit.
All right. So as you start to look around, now that you're no longer bound, you're able to look around, and portions of the wall, the backside, seem to be this magical field, and you can hear a very low pulsating hum coming off it, just kind of woo 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 woo, very very faintly, and you can see through it, but it's going to kind of give everything that you see through kind of a blue tint as you look through. But you are able to move about the room. Your character is able to get out very quickly. You guys are struggling for a while.
No, no. I move out quick as fast. Okay, so there's a magical barrier in front of me, but I can see that this tube is leading to some kind of vat? Or...
Yeah, so it's running on the ground. It's passing through this field it's on top of the ground. And you can see it going through, and you can hear kind of suction noise coming from the tube. And now that you're no longer hooked up to it, it's still pulling. You can kind of hear air getting pulled into the tube, and it appears the tube is clear because the blood is starting to recede back, and then the rest of the tube is clear. And then you can hear some more of the pump noise from the black machine as it's starting to spill this Icarus fluid all over the floor. It's starting to slowly pool out. But as you look through this magical wall that is beside you, you can see anything your character can see. There's a large stone structure with some stairs leading up. There is a red tank that is maybe about halfway full of the blood that has been sucked out of your body.
Okay. I don't know what this is, but I really don't like it, so I'm going to look back at the little black vial that was injecting me, and I can see that it's still probably producing out more of the liquid, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and use my conjuration, and I'm going to conjure a small cylinder of a rubbery-like wax kind of material, something that is a little bit forgiving and squishy in a way, and I'm going to make sure there's a hole in it that's a bit large enough for a syringe needle to go through, and I'm going to stick one end to the blood and stick one end to the toxic black.
Okay.
So that it can now suck the black into wherever my blood was going.
Okay. All right, so you hook them up. You can hear the suction from the red side starting to, like, it's just crying out for something to get pulled through it, and eventually, as you slip it in there, you're going to hear the black fluid starting to pulse. It's much thicker than your blood was, but eventually it's going to catch up. The air pocket's going to reduce and reduce. Eventually, you're going to start to see this black Icarus fluid that's getting pumped from this tank going into the tube that is leading off to where your blood is as it's circulating off towards.
I'm just watching to make sure it looks okay for the most part, that I could leave it alone. It seems like it's doing its thing. I can see there's a body in the center. A big body?
Yes, you can. It's underneath some kind of sheet, and from your angle you can't really tell what it is, but it is very, very large and ominous.
Okay, now this magical barrier, do I recognize it at all? Do I know what its property is?
Give me an Arcana check as you're trying to get a feel for this barrier.
Little
and the rolls aren't showing up on the recording, so we need to make sure to say what they are.
Alright, okay, no problem. Alright, so the roll says 21.
Alright, so maybe you've seen this particular, or you have heard of it. It's some kind of magical force field that is going to keep you from able to passing through it. Magically or physically.
Alright, I'm going to just now look throughout the room real quick to see if I can find anything, particularly my possessions, if they kept anything in here nearby. I'm looking to see, pilfering it, looking up, turning up sheets, looking under beds, just in case.
Sure. Okay, give me either an investigation or perception check as you're looking around.
Alright, I investigate around, looking keenly as I roll a 10.
A 10. Alright, so there are 2 beds in this room. One of them is perfectly made up. The sheets are pulled tight, the blanket's pulled tight, there's no indentation on the pillow, but the other one seems disturbed. The sheets are pulled back, there's a crushed in part of the pillows. You don't remember sleeping here, but that would be the most logical answer, that you were sleeping here at one time. The only other thing of interest is there's a small little bathroom, which is dynamically lighted off, but there is also an end table that has a glass of water on top of it.
And it is water. Just by smelling it, it's like
Yes, you
Okay.
can easily tell it's water, and then there's an extra set of the same prison clothes that you have on inside one of the dresser drawers, but that is it.
Does it look to be humanoid sized?
Yes, it does.
Okay. You said there was another door, potentially a bathroom door. Can I go to that one and carefully open it?
Yes, let's see. It's going to be right where that thing is. I don't have anything. There's just going to be a standard toilet. It's very
Okay.
very
all right.
minimal. Yeah, but there is a
Alright.
small amount of water at the bottom of the toilet.
All right. But no other items in there.
Nope.
Okay. All right. I'll just take the glass of water with me just to be on the safe side. Just take it with me, kind of walk with it. I'm going to try. I don't know what's happened, maybe, so I'm going to try and see if I can pop Orion on my shoulder and if it works or not.
It is not going to work.
Shit.
So you can feel on your arm that what had the black, the veins are blackened, and you can start to see the black starting to crawl up and down your arms. And as you try to summon Orion, it seems like any use of magic is starting to accelerate the spread, and you can feel your arms starting to shake and convulse, and it starts to take over this tint of silver and gray color that's starting to spread, and it's going to be immense pain causing you to fall to your knees, and it's going to give you a flashback.
Oh.
All right. So the flashback is, in no particular order, the violent splashing of paddles causes a distraction as you flip through the almost soaked pages of your notebook. Where was it, you think to yourself as you finally find the page you were looking for? Asylum patients have been disappearing from Edge Rock Island is a circled note you scribbled from the day before. Just under it, underlined, is an address that looks important. And just as you go to review it, a voice interrupts. Look lively, gents. We've arrived. And the flashback fades back, and you come back to your senses, and you come up off your knees, and you look over your entire arm is now that silver grayed looking. It's extended, the bones have elongated, the muscle structure is much more pronounced. Your fingers are elongated with long, sharp claws.
No. Okay. That's a bit of a moment of like, don't scream. Okay.
And you can feel it, the shoulder muscles on top are just starting to bulge and surge as this black ichor is starting to pump through your veins.
Okay. All right. I need to get this out of me now. Okay. I'm going to look at the door and see if I can see anyone in the hall as I do like a peering through the glass thing.
Sure. You don't hear anybody walking or talking as you peer through the window. It is reinforced glass. It's got some of the metal pieces through the glass. It seems very, very thick, and then it has bars on the outside. You don't see anybody down the hallway. Now that you're looking at the door, you kind of give it a once over. It seems very, very thick, heavy reinforced metal, but the hinges are on your side of the door. Excuse me.
And it is locked if I just push it or jiggle.
It doesn't even seem to have a handle on this side, and it doesn't open.
Okay, all right. Okay. All right, a little hesitant to use magic again. God, but there's nothing in here.
I mean, you could take a nap.
Yeah, I don't want to sit here for that long.
You could fold the sheets into origami. I'm just kidding. Whatever you want, man.
But there's nothing in here for me to use, really. All right, how much of the black liquid is left? Can I tell, like, from the speed that it's draining, how long it would take to finish?
Oh, give me a medicine check as you're kind of trying to assess this hospital-esque
Okay.
kind of contraption.
15.
All right, it seems like the process would have been fairly quick, maybe half an hour in total.
Oh, wow.
And you were maybe about halfway through the process. You're not sure exactly what it was, but that thing that was pumping into you, you can feel it changing you, and your physicality is different. Whatever it was, part of it was taking something from you, and the other half was putting something in its place.
All right, and it does seem focused on my one arm at the moment. Like, I don't feel any continuing incursion elsewhere.
No, with every heart pump, you feel it's slowly starting to spread, but the use of magic seemed to accelerate it.
Okay, yeah.
But it does feel still like a spreading as you look down your arm. You can kind of see it starting to like not eat your skin away, but like turn into the rest, like how the rest of it is, and it's slowly starting to work its way up your arm.
Does my arm feel stronger?
It does. It feels much,
Okay.
much stronger.
Can I maybe use force to try and push the door open, or at least break it open enough?
Yeah, you can sure try. So let's get a athletics check against the door, but let's give you advantage if you're going to be using this this changed arm.
Okay, because my athletics is crap.
Yeah.
It's a -5, so this is probably still not going to go well.
Rin's a dainty fellow.
And so athletics, the advantage, they gotta get 11.
11. All right, so you're this beastly arm that's just starting to gain control over. You smash into the door. You can hear a loud pound noise echo down the hallway, and it kind of reverberates in the room. As you look around, you're very what's your passive intelligence?
Oh, well, that's just going to be
10 plus your mod.
A 12.
A 12. Okay. You kind of are eyeballing the hinges. You're thinking that maybe it's definitely designed for all the hinges are on the inside, that this might be a weak point of the door.
Yeah. Are my nails strong enough to act as tools to try and pry in? Because I don't have any other tool, and I don't want to conjure again.
So what exactly are you trying to do? Walk me through this.
So, well, with most hinges, there's a pin.
Okay.
But the problem is, like, the pin usually needs something. If it's, like, wedged in tight, you gotta have something to kind of pry it up with. So I'm trying to see if my elongated fingers and nails might actually get the wedging that I need.
Okay. Do you have any kind of... You don't have any specific tools. Do you have any kind of skills you want to use for the base for the roll?
I mean, I feel like since I'm doing a little tweak, it might be more sleight of hand, I guess, since I'm trying to, like, get it into that little...
That works for me.
Pry up. Using nails as thieves' tools, yes, essentially. Ooh, 18.
18. Beautiful. Okay, so, your regular fingernails don't seem like they could ever do this job, but this hand that you're looking at, as it's slowly working its way up, these strong fingernails almost seem stronger than bone. And as you kind of get in there, you feel like you got a really good grip, and you start to pull up on the pin, and the pin is actually starting to slide out. You think that if you maybe alternate between pounding and pulling and pounding, you might be able to wriggle it out, and eventually you're actually able to get the top pin out of the hinge.
Okay, and there's 3 in total?
Just 2.
Oh, just 2. Oh, okay. I still feel like I don't know if I can try. I'll try to see if I can just carefully push the door open at that point, or if I need to open the second hinge.
You can, with your stronger arm, you feel like you can maybe start to move the top of the door, maybe a crack to kind of peer through it, but it's not going to fully open.
The body? Okay.
Yeah, on the other side, on the outside of the door, you can kind of feel resistance as some kind of locking mechanism is also holding in the place. You're going to need to take out 2 of the points.
Yeah. All right, then I'll go to work on the second pin.
Okay.
Same technique.
Okay, let's get one more sleight of hand check. See how well you can...
13.
All right, so this one's going to take a little bit more convincing. It's going to take a little bit more pounding, which is going to, have more echoes that are going down the hallway. But eventually you're going to be able to slide this pin out as well, and you're thinking you might be able to just wrench this door open from the hinge side now that the pins are out.
Okay, doing so, I will now inverse open the door.
Okay. All right, so you pry it open just far enough, but it's going to start to strain your body. You think if you wrench on it really hard, it is going to open, but it's going to exert some force. Are you still wanting to open it?
I still want to open it, but I mean, if I'm a skinny little guy, so I'm going to try to do the whole, like, if you're doing the whole car door opening to another car, you just try to get it just enough so you can start doing the...
All right.
Try to squeeze.
Sure. All right, so as you're going to have to muster in quite a bit of a strength, and you're having to rely on this stronger arm because you're a dainty fella.
Strong hand.
And so as you do it, you do open the door far enough to squeeze through, but it's going to start to searing pain from the arms. It's going to shoot up as the silvery grayness is going to start to eat up into your neck and into the top of your head. It's going to eat down into your torso. The sharp pains as you squeeze through and fall to your knees once again, and one more flashback is going to hit you. All right, you ready?
Yes.
All right. A dazzling light flashes through the window, followed by a thunderous boom, just moments after leaving your ear, almost ringing just for a moment. Still gazing at the glass pane that just drew your attention, a rotating beacon of light almost acts like a spotlight as it scans the island outside. Almost, just for a brief moment, you could swear you saw the silhouette of a person in the upper section of the lighthouse. But just as fast as it appeared, it's gone in the blink of an eye. What is it? Finley asks as he noticed your attention drawn elsewhere. He tugs the new garments you're both wearing down, and he holds up his hand in display. Probably nothing, you slowly reply. Yes, it was nothing. Flashback fades away, and you are now on the ground. About half of your body is now consumed into this gray, silvery beast form. One of your legs has changed form. You're feeling extremely strong in this one side, and you can feel this primal rage, this instinct almost fighting to take over your body. You still have your mind, but it is struggling. You can feel this internal conflict, and it's definitely winning as it's slowly working its way across your body.
Is this a long-sleeved uniform?
Yes, it is.
Okay, I'm going to rip off the sleeve on my skinny side, and I'm going to try to make a little tourniquet to try and slow it down.
Okay.
And reduce the amount that can come in.
Okay. What do you just trying to use the fabric on it?
Yeah, the fabric. I'm just going to rip off the sleeve and use that as like a makeshift.
Okay. All right, give me a medicine check and see how well you can... La Tourniquet kit.
Tourniquet kit 14.
14. All right, so you get it as tight as you can. It almost feels like it's cutting off circulation. You're hoping this will work, but you're not quite sure. You're not using any kind of pull or you're doing the best you can with what you have. It might slow it down.
Now, when I'm quickly
sure.
examining this, is this a smooth skin kind of thing? It's just like a smooth silvery skin?
Yes.
Okay. And then the nails just look like normal nails? Are they getting more claw-like? Do I recognize any of these features to something? Have I seen like a creature or that looks something like this?
Give me a history check as you're kind of looking over, trying to figure out if you recognize this, whatever it is that you seem to be turning into.
Oh, I nat one! That's
nat
the only time
one.
I can fail.
All right. You actually... This doesn't look familiar, and this process doesn't seem familiar as well. It's... completely lose your mind. You've never seen this, and that actually is going to instill a bit of fear. You're the kind of person who thrives off knowing what's going on and understanding, and this completely foreign process turning into this foreign thing is going to actually kind of panic you slightly.
Okay. Now, not bothering with it. I'm just going to keep moving around and looking past inside, glancing inside, looking at each one of the rooms. If anything's in there that looks interesting.
Okay. You're going to see a placard, and that's what the letters and numbers are on the ground, or on each of these doors. So that seems to be the room number. And as you're looking at these doors, as you're kind of peering into them, they seem to have some kind of electronic device on it to enter into it. It seems to have some kind of key card slot, and there's a little LED light that is off on each one.
But it looks like I need like a card to get in.
Yes, that's what it appears to. But whatever you can see
and
through the windows is what you can see on the map.
Okay. All right. I'm going to just keep moving on. I'm not going to try to break in or anything. I'm just going to look through each one and see if I can see anything more as I kind of glance.
Okay. Bravo.
I think I see a person on the right.
Yep, Bravo 1006. You can see that there is a patient that is sleeping in their bed. They have their backs turned to you. They seem to be wearing the same prisoner outfit that you're wearing as well.
But they're normal. They don't have the silver or anything on them?
No, they do not. They don't have any of that.
Alright. I don't want to alert anyone. I'm just going to make sure keep passing inside if there's anything interesting besides just common dorm rooms as I maneuver down to the next part of the hall.
Okay. So as you're moving around...
I see two things.
Go ahead.
I see two things, so I'm going to look at the first thing over there, I guess, at E.
Okay, so there is an elevator shaft, which is out of play, but inside the elevator, you can see that there is some kind of nurse or orderly body that is on the ground, motionless, and there's blood splattered all over the ground.
Okay.
Zoom is
That's
lagging
creepy
a little bit.
thing,
Sorry
but
about
yeah,
that, guys.
I'm gonna like, I'm gonna be like, okay, and I'm gonna go look over here. I can see there's a stairwell behind me, but I'm gonna ignore the
Yeah, the
stairs.
stairs are out of play.
I'm just gonna
We're
look
all
across here into this room.
okay. All right, seems to be another similar room. You can see through the window. There seems to be another force field on the other side, which kind of lets you see into the same room that you were looking into earlier.
Yeah, I can see at a different angle that there's some kind of shelf thing over there filled with items in the distance. Right there.
Oh, yep, you can see that.
What is it? Do I recognize those things? Are they instruments of like medicine, torture, possessions? What are they?
They seem to be of some kind of alchemist affiliation.
Okay.
They're kind of far away. You can't really get a beat on what they are.
All right. I just wasn't sure if it was leading into like my belongings, so I was just.
Oh, gotcha.
So continuing on, looking in the hall, checking out this room over here.
Okay, that one seems to be empty as well. You don't hear any
Keep
noises.
making my way down the hall quietly as I can.
All right, let's get a stealth check for me for trying to be quiet.
Okay, yeah, okay, I'm trying to be quiet.
15.
Oh, 15.
Okay. Man, I don't know why it's so laggy tonight. All right.
So being a little more quiet.
The stairway will also be able to play. I should have just dynamically lit those off, but... Alright, as you're making your way down, you see more of these door placards. Most of these rooms seem to be empty. You see some more blood splatter on the floor. As you look southward, this area seems to be of interest as you kind of dance around the blood splatters on the ground. You're seeing lockers.
Okay. I just take note. The quick check in that room. If there's anything in there, but I go to the lockers.
That one there, that room. Let's see. I'm gonna move you real quick. Okay, Bravo 1009. So you're going to see this room seems to had a patient in at one time, but they're not in the bed. You can see the bed is messily unmade. But there's nobody in there, and that catches your attention because every other room that didn't have anybody in it, the bed sheets, the blankets, everything were perfectly tucked and folded.
Right. Just to make my way to the lockers, I'm just going to quickly check the uniform. Do I have identification on this?
Identification on what?
Like on the uniform, like is there like a number that maybe might correlate with any of the rooms?
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Give me one quick second. All right, so you're going to see the numbers 816.
Okay. All right.
On your uniform.
And I look into the lockers. Is there anything interesting in the lockers?
You can see one of the lockers. So these lockers are metal, but the front of them is kind of like expanded metal that's kind of stretched out in crisscross pattern, so you can see through them. And this seems to have you can see 4 different lockers has all of your guys's clothing, but it's not your typical adventuring gear. It's more of like detective uniforms, but you recognize them as you see them. It's starting to jog your memory a little bit, and you can see one of the lockers actually is yours.
Okay. But I see my other friends' possessions as well?
Yes, you can see like their outfits, yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna try to see if the locker is locked or if it's just closed to keep them.
They seem to be like shut, but there isn't like necessarily a padlock on it. But they seem to be locked. But you think with this arm, you could definitely just wrench the door open, no problem.
Yeah, if they were being a little resistant, I'll try to pull.
Okay.
One off.
All right.
Mine first, I guess.
Okay. Mine.
No.
All
Gotta go with
right.
something first.
All right, so check your journals for Rin's notepad.
Yep, there it is. Okay.
Okay, let me pull this up real fast so people can see it. Gonna give it to the bot. That's right. All right, so similar to like our game where you have a manifesto, this is kind of in lieu of it because we're kind of doing an offshoot. So you have a notepad. So as you're flipping through this notepad, there are 3 pages that have stuff that you've written on. The first page as you're flipping through is going to say Asylum patients have been disappearing from Edge Rock Island, and this note is circled. You're flipping through, and there's another address. It says Warden Hitchcock, 53 Asylum Institution, Edge Rock Island, 87421. And then you flip through again, there's a third page that says Mission. Find both missing persons, patients in mental institution.
Well, I've come across at least 2 or 3, I think, but I guess I didn't write their names. That's okay. That's okay. Considering I have my possessions now back on me, at least, looking at them and stuff like that. When I look through my friends and stuff, did I see any of them have anything medicinal-wise that could help me? Like, did any of them have like some elixirs or serums or?
They do
tonics?
not. They do not. No.
Okay.
Seems to
All
be
right, so
just
I
your
don't have
guys'
anything with me that I can maybe
normal clothing. And as you kind of look over them, they seem to be some kind of like detective clothing.
try. Okay. Did I have a backpack with me or anything like that?
You did not.
Okay. I am going to try to quickly just take off what I have and put mine back on, just so I'm no longer dressed in the prison attire.
Okay.
And then, if their possessions are something that I can handle or hold, I'll try to make, if they have like a trench coat or something large jacket-wise, I'll try to layer things in one of them and tie it up.
Okay.
Like a little handmade satchel in a sense, just to kind of walk with it.
Okay.
And take their possessions with me in case I meet up with them.
Okay. Yeah. Done.
Finishing that up, do I see anything else in the lockers?
Nope. All the other ones seem to be empty. It doesn't seem like any of the other prisoners, patients, whatever they are, doesn't seem like any of them had any personal belongings. It seemed to be just your 4.
Okay. All right. So when I come here, it just looks like I'm looking out into something. That's from the south.
That's how I play.
Okay. So I keep moving around, going back up the way I came, and I saw that there was a person in there. They looked similar to the others, right?
Yep. It's just gonna be another patient sleeping in the Bravo 1010.
Okay. All right. So just like, since none of their faces didn't ring a bell to me, I'm just gonna keep on moving around cautiously, and I think I see something different up ahead, and I kind of get a little cautious around the corner.
Okay. This is a teal door. It looks kind of similar to the ones that are to each of the rooms, but this one is bigger. It's more noticeable, and it has one of those key card slots on it as well.
I haven't seen a key card since I've been here. Do I get the sense when I look at it that it's also like if I typed in numbers, I could also get in, or does it need a number punch and a key card, or
Just a key card.
just a key card?
Mhm.
Okay. And there's nothing I can see on the other side. It's like a solid door here.
Yep. You can't see
Okay.
through this one. It does not have any windows. Bravo 2009 seems to have a patient in that one as well. And that one has also one of those barrier walls that you can kind of see through a little ways as well.
Yeah, I can see in the same thingy. Okay. Okay. What does this door seem to be made of? Is it like wood or metal?
It's metal.
Metal. Does it when I've examined things, does it look like it's magical?
It does. Give me an Arcana check as you're looking it over.
Okay. All right.
20.
That is a 20.
All right.
20.
It definitely does seem to have some kind of magical properties to it. It's mostly mechanical, though. if that makes sense. Like there's some kind of arcana-ness to it, but it's unfamiliar to you.
Okay. After going through a few of my ordeals, I know that when I tried to cast a spell, it made the growth go a little farther. When I tried to squeeze the door, it also did the same thing. Was it because I just kind of pushed my blood flow, or could I use my brain to figure out why that triggered again? Is it like going to just trigger over time? Do I feel like it's just going to keep happening every like so and so?
It seems that it's inevitable because you can still see it spreading. But it seems like any kind of physical exertion or magical things that you've done has expedited it. But at this point, it's dawning on you. It's inevitable.
All right, okay. I'm just going to quickly rush over since I saw nothing else here. I'm going to ignore stealth at this point and get myself all the way back to the elevator.
Okay.
And sorry. And I'm going to look to see if that nurse had anything on her as a card.
There is a teal colored key card that is on her body. It's kind of attached to this little leash and that kind of retracts back.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, taking that, and I'm gonna go right to the teal door. And I'm just gonna have this whole version of me like no time to waste now, because it's like if this is an inevitable, I'm gonna try to move as fast as I can, maybe to find some kind of counter or cure or
Sure.
who knows what.
Okay, so as you're starting to rush as fast as you can, it's going to start to increase your heart rate as you're starting to run around. You get the key card, you turn around, you start to run, and you can feel your heart pumping faster and faster, and it accelerates the spread, and eventually your mind is going to kind of start to phase a little bit as you get another flashback. The slamming of the metal locker door startles you as the guard's cold gaze looks impatiently at you. He clears his throat, as to indicate you are out of time. You place your notebook inside the folds of your soaking wet attire, just getting your hands out of the way before he slams the locker closed as well. This way, prisoners, he snorts as he points his baton. Hitchcock insists that we are called patients, not prisoners. You quickly correct as he shoves you towards the barely lit hallway. And the flashback will kind of phase out as you're staring at this door, and you look at your body, and it has completely changed into a monstrosity form. So we can pull out the character sheet that I gave you.
Yes.
As you no longer are Rin.
Oh boy, I have no idea what that is.
You are now this creature. Alright, GM. And I think, yep, we still have vision. All right, so let's pull out your character sheet.
Yes. All right.
And let me pull it out so the viewers can see as well.
Weird looking thing. Okay.
All right, so here it kind of gives a 360 view of you. So you got this extremely muscular tone that's just stretched out, much taller and hulkier than your normal form. But let's pull out some stats so you can see what you can do.
Yeah.
All right, AC is 16, hit points are 76, speed is 30. Let me get your stats there.
Now.
All right, so you got a bloodlust. If you took damage on your last turn, you can channel your inner lust for blood and make 2 stab attacks instead of 1 for actions.
Okay.
Labyrinth recall, you can perfectly recall any path you've traveled. So all of the numbers of all the rooms and everything you've seen is kind of like photographic memory to you now. You have Reckless. At the start of your turn, you can gain advantage on all attack rolls during that turn, but any attacks against you will also have advantage. So you can just choose any turn to use Reckless or not. For actions, you have Stab. You got a +6, reach of 5. It'll do 2d12 plus 4 piercing, plus 2d6 necrotic damage, and you're going to heal back half of the necrotic damage dealt. So as you look down at your arms, there's these bone-like structures that are almost like retractable, kind of, so you can kind of pull them out, kind of like Wolverine claws. So it'll kind of just whoosh, come out, and that's where the necrotic part comes through, and then you can kind of drain some of the health back. And then you have a Monster Rage, which you can't use unless you have charges of it, and currently you have none.
Okay. I mean, after this whole ordeal, I'm kind of a little shocked, and I'm sure I'm just kind of a little hazy and daisy. But I'm going to turn at the little window to see if I can just barely catch my reflection and to get a better look at myself. And I tried to see the features exactly.
Sure. Let's
Does the monster look familiar now?
see. Can we make it any bigger? It does not look familiar. It is
Okay.
some kind of form you've never seen before. I'm gonna stretch it bigger. So
Oh, there we go, even bigger.
So everybody can kind of see what you look like. You got these protruding teeth that are coming out, a pressed in face. Your nostrils are kind of recessed back. Your eyes are more set to the side, so you see like frontwards much better, but side vision is not quite as good. But your body is this muscular behemoth-looking thing.
Okay, not liking this so much. Yeah, the door is open at least, right?
Yes. So as you
Okay.
insert the key card, the teal one, you kind of these massive muscular monster arms. You kind of fiddle around until you insert the key card. The green LED light is going to flash green, and the door is going to open.
I'm guessing my detective attire is a little tight on me right now. But,
It's going to be tearing,
okay.
as you. So it's going to have tear marks, and so pretty much it's kind of like the Hulk when he gets bigger, So it's pretty much just in tatters at this point.
Okay, all right. Well, I mean, with what's left, I'm going to clip the keycard onto that so I don't lose it.
Okay.
But I still carry my friend's gear in my hand going, they probably can't fit into this anymore, but that's okay. It's just in case.
All right, so we're going to delete that. All right, so as the door opens up, I forgot something. Give me one quick second.
Sure.
All right, so as you walk in through the door, you're going to see another silvery gray monster standing across from you, but this one is going to be kind of looking like a upright praying mantis looking. It's got
God.
these backward bending knees. It's got 4 arms that are kind of hanging in front of you, and it seems to be walking out of a teal door that you just a similar one, and looks over at you, and you can hear these kind of insectoid noises kind of coming off of it, and it's just as it starts to speak. That's where we'll end the session right there.
Okay.
All right.
A bug.
All right, so this has been Rin's edition of the one-on-ones, 6:30 p.m. tonight. We're going to have the part 2, and that's where all 4 of them come together. You guys are not going to want to miss this. Thanks for sticking with us, and we'll see you in just a minute.
We lay, my love and I, beneath a weeping willow, but now alone I lie, and weep beside the tree, singing away by the tree.
All right, welcome everybody to Horsemen of the Apocalypse Anniversary Special Asylum. We're here with Kyle doing his one-on-one, playing who? Who you playing?
It's a new year, but it's still the same guy. It's everyone's favorite Heavenly Bard Finley shenanigan here. What's up, everybody? I'm excited and nervous and scared all at the same time. I might pee a little bit. Couple times.
All right, so I'm not sure where in the editing he's going to be, but all 4 are doing one-on-ones, and at 6:30 p.m. we are going to be starting the live where all 4 of them are meeting back up. So they have no clue what each other have done, but you guys are getting to see it before we go live. So wherever in the order, hopefully we see you guys when we go live. All right, Finley
Exciting
shenanigans.
Here I am.
You don't know where you are or how you got there. In fact, everything at the moment is black. You are unconscious. And you've been out for quite a while. And as your senses are starting to come back to yourself and your eyes are starting to slit open and kind of stretching around and feeling yourself, not feeling yourself, feeling
No.
like that.
I'm feeling myself. Yep. Just make sure all the the marbles are there and everything. Yep.
Your head is very foggy and it's pounding and you kind of, it's hard to figure out what's going on or where you are or why you're here. And as you start to look over your body, you realize you're upright. You're not laying down. You're upright and you're actually restrained. And as you look over, your arms are bound out to the sides and your legs are bound. Your head is free as you're starting to come to and the fogginess is slowly starting to fade away. You look over and your right arm is bound to these leather straps that are reinforced with metal or holding your arm out in place. And there is this giant metal needle that is inside of your arm. And it is excruciatingly painful and you can feel something pulsating, and you look at the area where this needle is sticking in your arm, and all the veins are black, and they're burning. And the needle is attached to this tube that's going off to this machine that's also in the room, and you can hear the mechanics of it clicking and whirring as it's starting to pulse and pump what seems to be this black ichor. You can see the container's got this, it's a cylinder of glass, and inside is this goopy, thick black liquid that's bubbling up, and the tube is pumping this black ichor into your veins, and it's burning and it hurts. And you look over to your left arm, and there's another needle. This one's not black. This tube is red, and you can feel the warmth leaving on this side while the cold is coming on the other, and you can hear it getting pumped and sucked, and it dawns on you that this is your blood. Your blood is living on the left, and this black ichor is coming on the right. As you try to look around, you can't see very much in the room. There seems to be more room behind you, but because you're bound, you're not able to look behind you. What would you like to do?
Side note question: Do I still have like my memories of like being with those tiefling twins and things?
All of that is non-canon. This is non-canon, so
Gotcha.
Your Finley.
All I could think about was the last thing I remember is being with tiefling twins, and never again. If I could remember that, but that's something totally different. Okay, that's fine.
Maybe it's a different set of tiefling twins. Yeah.
Note to self: just all tiefling twins are okay. You wake up in weird rooms with weird shit. Okay, so I don't remember that. Okay, all right. All right. So looking around here. Hello. What? Hello. I'm just gonna start calling out to see if anyone hears me or comes or. The fuck is going on here?
And your cries seem to kind of echo in this small room. You hear nothing. Nobody responds. Nobody seems to care or even know.
All right, freaking out a little bit. I would like to try to like wiggle out of these restraints or anything like that as I frog my camera up. There we go.
Okay. So as you start to wiggle around, you notice that this harness, whatever thing you're strapped against it, this board behind you, it's kind of a cross member, definitely was built for someone a little bit bigger than you. So your feet are kind of almost like hanging. So you're almost, you're not crucified, but you're kind of hanging up in that kind of a position. Definitely more uncomfortable than somebody of a larger stature would be in this get-up. So as you start to wiggle around, are you just wiggling, or are you trying to forcefully get out?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get the fuck out of these things.
Okay. Are you trying to use like athletics?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Yep. I will athletics my little halfling self out of here.
Okay.
Because that'll go well.
Usually does.
Uh, 12?
All right. So as you're starting to squirm around, these needles are quite large for you. They were, made for normal people. So they're big compared to your arm. And so
Jesus.
As you're starting to wiggle around trying to get out, these are actually going to be stabbing into your arms. You're going to take 3 piercing damage from these needles as you're trying to work your way out. And you can hear the pumping sound of this black cylinder, and you can feel the burning starting to spread, and the black veins that are on your arm from this needle site is slowly starting to spread, and you can feel it kind of working its way out through all your veins.
All right, not cool. Not cool. Really don't have a lot of anything fun stuff I could do here. So are my feet are just dangling, or they're contracted too? They're harnessed.
Yeah, they're harnessed in, but but like your legs aren't on the ground like somebody in normal height would be. Does that make sense?
Amazing. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So now that my arm is on fire, I'm gonna try to go a different route. See if I can't try to wiggle my little halfling legs out of the harnesses to try and see if I can free my legs.
Okay, so you're trying to go more of a dexterous route with.
Yeah, more of a dexy.
All right, let's get a
like
sleight of foot.
Sleight of leg. Okay.
Sleight of leg check.
Okay.
And I'll actually give you advantage since you're so much smaller than what's it, like whoever rigged this up was definitely Jimmy rigging it because you're.
Ooh,
All right.
Well, 22, and just for the sake of rolling, I guess. Yeah, we're the 17.
All right, 22. And just so you know, the rolls aren't popping up, so we do need to say what they are so people know.
Oh, okay, cool.
All right. So as you're.
Just like,
All right, as you're starting to wiggle with it, you look and you're not wearing what you're expecting. It's actually some kind of prison outfit.
oh, okay.
And you don't have any gear on you or anything like that. But as you look down and you're able to get your left leg free as you kind of wiggle, it kind of pops out of the restraint. So now you have a leg free.
Yeah. Do I have like socks and shoes on, or I have little halfling toes?
Yeah, it's just barefoot.
Okay. All right. I got a leg free. I'm gonna try to go like I am a nimble little sex halfling, so I'm gonna try to use all my yoga positions that I've learned before and see if I can't try to angle my leg up to try to see if I can try to work on these restraints a little bit.
Okay.
Like, I can't do it myself, but like this.
All right. What kind of skill you want to use?
I mean, I would think that this is probably just more of like a straight like acrobatics-y kind of thing.
Sure. And I'll give you advantage since your left leg is free.
You know what I mean? Like, literally, like an acrobat. I'm trying to use my feet. Why does it keep rolling things? Stop rolling things. 13?
13. Okay, so as your arms are still going to be bound in, but as you're trying to bend and twist, your right ankle is going to shift just the right position to where now both of your feet are free.
Okay. Didn't get the harness, but still okay. All right. We're making movements here. All right. Okay. All right. So I can't get the harness, but can I try to get one of my little halfling feet up to try to see if I can? So thinking this over here. All right. This isn't working here. One thing at a time, right? I'm trying to like regain some focus. Maybe my little halfling toes can't unbuckle a buckle, but maybe I could try to just ever so slightly grab these needles and just pull a needle out.
Oh, you want to pull a needle out? Okay.
Yeah, I want to try. I want to try to. Fuck the harnesses right now. This is burning my arm. I want to try to pull the black needle out.
Okay. All right. So as you kind of getting your toes up there, you kind of fold them up, and you're able to kind of get the toe knuckles kind of around it, kind of the tongue hanging out because you're concentrating really hard. Starting to get there.
Needle. The little. You said there was like a black tube coming. I mean, anything I could try to like grab to like pull this thing out because my arm's on fire.
You get up there, you get your toe knuckles kind of around it, and as you start to pull it out, it feels like this needle is really far up in your veins. This is a big needle that would be big for anyone, but for you, it's enormous. So it's this way up inside your veins. So as you're starting to pull out, it's this searing, burning, painful. And as it's starting to pull out, it's actually going to surge, and an immense amount of pain is going to just overcome your body, and your mind's going to go kind of hazy, and you're going to experience a flashback.
Oh goodness! Oh god! A flash pain. The flashback pain.
A flashback pain.
Flashback pain.
Yeah, but there you go. Back pain from the flash. All right.
Backflash.
All right. So your flashback is shearing winds. Shearing winds howl across the surface of the ferry boat as it brings you closer to Edge Rock Island. The relentless storm causes the waves to toss you about as you finally get your first look at the razor-sharp cliffs. Steam pours from the metal stacks as the red paddles rotate behind the boat and cut into the water, trying to keep course. A beacon of white light pierces the fog as it rotates from the crest of the lighthouse, guiding you to the docks where a dozen guards are waiting. All right.
Is that it? Is that the whole thing?
That's the whole thing.
Oh, that's okay. All right.
All right. So once the flashback, now I'm saying black. The flashback ends. You look, and your toes are still around this needle, but while you were out for that moment, before it was just your veins were black. Now your entire right arm has changed form. It is now this silvery gray color and your arm has elongated and looks larger, bigger than a normal humanoid's. So it's very disproportionate to so like your arm is almost the size of the entire rest of your body at this point.
Oh God!
And it's kind of
Okay.
filling in the rest of the harness. And as you pull the needle out, you can see it's starting to, the black ichor that was pumping out of it is starting to run down this silvery gray monstrous arm that you have. And your fingernails are starting to protrude out. They're almost like bone-like. Your arms are just getting more muscular. It's burning, it hurts, but it feels powerful. It's no and yes at the same time.
See if I can rip the harness. Can I try to rip the harness out with this massive bulk hand?
Sure. Let's do athletics with advantage with this monster arm. As your foot comes down, pulling the needle out, you can hear it still pulsating and surging the black tube as the needle falls to the ground as you're trying to pull out. It's starting to pool a little this black ichor on the ground as the machine is still pumping out through the needle, and your arm
30-20.
and your arm just rips, pulls out, rips the leather parts that are holding you on. Yes, exactly. It's just, you have control over the arm, but it feels like someone else's arm, but it's attached to you. It's under your command.
I don't like this, but I like it, but I don't like this! I'm going to rip off the other harness on my other arm.
All right.
Yep.
Yeah, let's get one more check. See if you can rip it through.
Okay. I'm just hulking out right now.
Sure.
I don't know what's going on. 19?
Oh, that's enough. All right, so you reach over, you just break the things down. As I lose my headset, it's falling off my head.
Getting excited.
Very dramatic!
Exciting.
All right, but you still have the other needle in your arm, and it's pulling your life blood from your veins as you can.
Yeah. We'll pull it out. Go.
All right, so
Pull it out too.
as you pull it out, you can start to see the red blood dripping down from the wounds, and the black is dripping from the other side, and you're just trying to figure out what's going on and this power that you're feeling in your body. And you look at both of the holes, one in each arm, and it starts to sizzle and burn and crackle,
Oh,
and
God.
you can see that the holes magically heal over
Okay, that's cool.
on each side.
Wounds. Sizzle and heal. I like it. All right. Now that I'm out of this contraption, look at like this. Here, I'll do it like for perspective. Ah!
My strong hand!
It's like embarrassing. So this arm is like almost as big as me over here. This
Almost,
the
yeah.
arm.
Yes, this massive arm.
For fuck's sake. Okay. All right. Cool. All right. Now
And your
that I'm-
fingers are like maybe like 10 inches long, and they're just like
goodness.
long and lanky. And you got these little bone spikes at your elbow.
Sorry, I'm a terrible writer.
You make up for your poor writing with your excellent drawing skills.
Oh yeah. I'll be drawing this later. Yeah, because I'm so good at that too. All right. Now that I'm finally down off of this contraption here, trying to clear the cobwebs out and trying to focus on one thing at a time. Can I this room that I'm in now? Can I get kind of like a better look around at what I'm seeing here?
Absolutely. Give me a perception check or investigation or whatever you're trying to do.
Okay. It would be. I guess it'd be more of a perception, even though my investigation's better. It's okay. Because I'm looking around at stuff. 7. It's a room.
And I'm in it.
I'm in it.
And I'm in the room. All right, so you notice there are 2 beds. One of them is messy, made up. Maybe you slept in it earlier. You don't remember. It's still really foggy. You can't figure it out. There's another bed in the room that's perfectly tight. All the sheets and the blankets are pulled tight. The pillow hasn't been disturbed. There is a large metal door with a window to there. And you can hear a faint humming coming from behind you. Now that you're off, you can look around more. Seems like the wall on the other side has this like really low, soft, quiet, humming, pulsating noise coming from it.
This wall?
The blue one, yes.
Okay. All right, so I'm just gonna walk over to the pulsing wall and just I can't see through, right? But I can hear.
You can.
Oh,
see
I can
through.
see through. Okay,
Yes.
okay.
Everything beyond it's going to have kind of a blue haze tint to it.
I will walk over and just kind of see if I'm picking up anything of where the wall-wongs are coming from.
It's coming from the wall itself. It seems to be some kind of field.
Okay. Can I just like touch it?
Yeah. As you go to touch it, it's gonna kind of like repulse your hands away, but it feels like a concrete wall, but you can completely see through it. And as you touch it, you can kind of hear it, the pulsating kind of feedback at, pushing you away.
I'm gonna just hit it real quick, just see if with the mongoloid hand, just I don't know, just to see if it does anything.
It doesn't do anything. It's going to completely stop your arm, like in one magical instant.
All right. Fucking wall. All right. Okay. That solves one problem. What do I see when I look all this stuff that I'm seeing over here when I look through the wall?
It is. So you can see the
Holy shit.
the blood tube that was hooked up to your left arm is running on the ground, goes through this force field wall, runs along, and it goes up to this stone structure that has stairs on either side, and it looks like it's leading to another canister, a machine that looks kind of like the one that's pumping the black, but it seems to be filled with some red fluid. That's on the stage up there.
All right, I don't like what's going on in here. Real quick, I would like to just investigate the two beds.
Okay.
Just to see if I can find anything of value or use.
There is a sheet and a blanket on each one, and a pillow and pillowcase. The frame of it is all wooden. While you're
nothing
looking,
like underneath of it.
Nothing underneath it. And there seems to be a dresser that's in the room as well with a glass of water on it.
Oh, I'll definitely look at that.
Okay. As you pull open the drawer to the dresser, there's going to be another set of this prisoner clothing that you have on. And on your uniform, it's going to say 817.
Does the other one have a number?
Yep, it says 817 as well.
Oh, okay. All right. So I'm alone in a scary room with tubes. Okay. I'll tell you what I'd like to do, DM. Can I take one of the needles as like a weapon?
Sure.
I it's like on this little tube thing, and I just like rip it off the tube just so I have something to stab people with. I don't know where the fuck I am. Okay, I'm just trying to defend myself. Okay.
Sure. Are you going for the needle that's on the black tube or the red tube?
Let's ask a HotA coin. Red.
All right. So as you go to the red side, he's gonna maybe chew on it to get it started, and then try to rip with this beast arm that you have. Eventually, you'll be able to break it free, and as soon as you do, you can hear this enormous amount of suction start coming from this red tube, and all of the blood that seemed that was kind of in it and slowly getting pulled is going to really quickly start retreating back the tube, and you can see it through this field wall as it's kind of starting to suck towards the red canister that's on that stage.
Okay.
As the black
Icarus. I should do something really fucked up just to be stupid.
What do you want to do?
Seeing this happening. See, this is where my fiddly comes out. Okay, all right.
I got it. Yeah, go ahead.
Is there any way that I can connect these tubes that'll suck on the black into the red?
Oh, I thought you were going to go a different route. Sucking tube.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That was one of those two options.
Sure.
I'll tell you, if they don't reach, if they don't reach, I'll try and pee in it.
Oh, they'll reach.
Okay.
Okay, so what do you want to do? Explain to me.
I'd like to see if maybe, just so I can fuck with who's ever fucking with me, if I can take the black tube and shove it into the red one, so now it just starts sucking black, in through the red tube towards this whole contraption thing.
Absolutely. So the suction
Okay.
from the blood side, there's going to be this massive air pocket because you ripped the whole needle off. It kind of opened it all
Right.
up.
Right.
It's going to be sucking, and as you insert the needle, it's going to be able to fit inside the tube. The black ichor that was kind of pumped out, so there's a little pool of black ichor that's on the ground, is now going to start pumping into this clear tube. So the black is
Yep.
going to start to catch up through the air pocket, up to the
Yep.
red. It's going to start moving towards the machine that was drawing all your blood out.
Yep. I don't know what that's gonna do, but I don't know if it fucked anything up or not. But that's where we're going. And okay, all right. Now that I'm fucking with the mission accomplished, I'd like to go to this other door over here and see what I can see. What my little halfling eyes see.
All right. So because you're so short, there is kind of this security glass with like metal pieces in it to kind of secure it, and then there's bars on the other side. You can kind of like hop up and peek through it, but it's not going to be right at eye level for you. But anything that you can see on the map is what you can kind of notice. The door is a very thick metal door, but it seems like there's some kind of design flaw. The hinges are actually on the inside of the room, but there's no doorknob, and it seems to be locked. It won't open.
Hinges on the inside, but no handle.
Yeah, there's no like knob but it seems to be locked. You can't push or pull.
Interesting. What are the hinges like? A regular, just like pop hinge? Like, are they? Do they have a pin? Do they just pop the pins out?
You can try.
Yeah, I would love to try. Trying to figure out what I want to try with because I don't want to break my needle. I don't want to break my needle dagger. I'll tell you what. I got long mongoloid fingers. Let me see if I can just see if I can mongoloid finger.
All right, let's get a.
Just
Sure.
a Finley, just another Finley day figuring things. Jesus Christ.
Let's try a sleight of finger check.
Slide a finger. Okay.
I think Finley. Actually, go ahead and add your proficiency bonus because Finley is really good at fingering.
That a boy. I like it. 20?
All right, so you bring up those long fingernails right up underneath. Whoop! The pin is just gonna flick right off the top.
Ba-ding, 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 ba-ding.
Yep.
Cool. Okay. I have hung doors before, and usually once you get one out, it's a little easier to get the other one. I'm going to take the other pin and use that pin to pop the other pin because they should be about the same size to
Okay.
just make this easier on my life.
Yeah, well, let's use the same score. The second hinge pin is gonna pop out of the hinge, no problem at all.
All right. Needle dagger in one hand, mongoloid hound in the other. I'm going to see if I could just push, I guess. I could push. Push it. No, I'd have to pull it. I should be able to pull it. Can I try to dig my fingers into it and try to pull it?
Absolutely. So as you
All right.
thrust this mongoloid, I like how you dubbed it mongoloid, this mongoloid arm into it, your heart rate's going to start pumping faster. You're using this energy, you're trying to rip, you're pulling at the door, starting to pry back, but as you're doing it, you can feel that this coursing ichor that's in your veins is going to start to accelerate. And it's going to quickly start to spread. Now it's now up your shoulder, into your neck. It's going up towards your head. It's coming down your chest. And it's going to be a searing, burning, painful moment. It's going to kind of overwhelm you.
Yeah.
It's going to trigger another flashback.
Oh, God. Okay.
And you could kind of...
My little halfling heart can't beat fast enough to fucking keep up with this thing.
And you're feeling just, your thigh starting to engorge in size. Your back is starting to hunch over and elongate. Your torso is just getting longer and longer. But your flashback is...
Oh, boy.
The tails of the captain's leather coat snap as they break free of a powerful gust of wind. Clear streaks diagonally cut the air as the torrential downpour make it very difficult to see very far. Everything looks in order, the captain yells, making sure his voice is heard over the storm. He folds the paperwork, handing it back to you while nodding at the rain-soaked guard at the front gate. The metal creaks and screeches as they open, crying out for oil.
That's it? Okay.
That's it.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
All right, but when you come back from your flashback, you notice that the door is pried open just far enough to where you think you could shimmy.
Yep.
Like, your halfling side can get through no problem, but then, like, the rest of you
Oh,
that's
God.
bigger is kind of like, oh,
God. As I start to, like, walk away. God, stupid arm. Okay, I'll eventually try to wiggle it out.
the bones get kind of stuck. You got to turn your arm and pull through.
It's a new thing. You know, it's the new thing. You know what I mean? Something new to get used to. Okay, all right. So I'm out here in the hallway.
Yes, sir.
Oh gosh, damn it! Oh man, I do not like this. That is a really long hallway. Do I see anyone?
You don't. As you look down the hallways, you don't see anybody. In fact, you don't hear anybody. Just eerily quiet.
That was my next question. Okay, all right. If I feel like I'm kind of alone-ish, trying to get some bearings of where I am, I'm gonna try to look over at this door and
That one can open.
see if I can pop in.
That one can open straight up.
Okay. I'll jiggle the handle first.
Okay.
Oh, it opens. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll open it up.
And this one just appears to be some kind of public bathroom.
Huh.
Everything in the hallways seem to be kind of a white and burgundy marble.
Okay.
That hallway's a dead end.
I'm gonna
Hey.
slowly start creeping down this way.
Okay.
Doesn't
And
seem like there's anything down here.
the blue letters on the wall are these metal placards that are on these doors.
Okay.
And they say like a room number on it. So all of those written on the ground is what it says on those doors.
Oh, okay. So the A1003 is on my door.
Yes,
The door
sir.
I just came out of.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So BR2. All right, bathroom 2. Okay. All right. I'm creeping, man.
Sure.
I don't like this at all.
Are you
So
trying to
I'm
be
just-
stealthy?
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's get a stealth check.
Okay. Even though I don't hear anything, I don't know where I am. I don't like any of this. Oh God, golly jeez. Okay, that's okay.
So the beast arm that's on the one side, like if you're not actively holding up, it's like dragging
Dragging on
behind
the
you,
ground.
and one of your
Yes.
legs, the thighs of one leg is bigger than the other. So like one step is huge, the other one's like a little. One's got to do like a couple steps to catch up. So it's
I dig
like
it.
as the arm is just knuckle dragging.
Yep. New appendages. Not used to pulling things on the ground that are larger than myself. All right. Okay. All right. That's my stealth roll though. I'll look in here real quick. Does it jiggle the handle?
This one does appear to be open as well, and when you go in there seems to be 2 bookshelves, but there are no books on them at all. But as you look at the shelves, there seems to be dust collected to where there was books on it. Does that make sense? You can kind of see on the edges of the shelves, kind of like the rounded from the spines of books. You know, there's the dust collected, but then where the books there's no dust.
Okay. I'll do a quick little shimmy around the room just to see anything. Oh, is this another door over here?
That's out of play.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah,
No,
there's a
that's
few
fine.
out of play things.
That's okay. That's cool. Okay. Yeah, I just want to shimmy around real quick just to make sure nothing on any of the shelves.
Nope.
Okay. Back out in the hallway.
Okay.
Take a little peek around.
In Alpha 001, you can see that there is... Oh, and 2 when you stand next to it. Seems like there is other patients who are wearing the same outfits as you, but they are sleeping on their beds, and they have the sheets pulled over.
Okay, so when I kind of like look into this room, I can see someone sleeping. And when I look into this room, I can see someone sleeping.
That's right.
But no tubes.
No tubes. And you can see through the window as you kind of hop up, to look through the window. You can see that they have one of those barrier blue walls on the back sides of their room as well. So anything you can see through that other wall into the other bigger room.
Okay.
Family
Okay.
can see.
Okay. Okay. Gotcha. All right. All right. I'm gonna let them sleep for a hot second. I'm gonna slowly start making my way back, making my way downtown on this side. And as I get kind of up to this corner, just peeking around, do I see anyone, hear anyone, anything?
You don't see or hear anyone. It's just so strange. Why would there be nobody out and about wherever this place is? And as you come around the corner, you can see this like reception desk. This almost seems like the front entrance to whatever this building is. And there are two main entrances that are right there. And on them, there is this keypad that takes a card. It's like a card slot in there, and there's these LED lights that are off on them. And those same
on these doors.
Yes, and each of these other rooms that you've been looking at, these patients in them, have had like a smaller version of the key slot, but this one seems like a bigger, more robust one. It almost seems like the exterior door, like the main door to come in.
So keypad card slot, is that what you said?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Man, this is creeping me out, dude. And like, so is it like kind of like, are those lights up there? Like are these hallways kind of lit up, or is it dark in here?
Yeah,
or?
it's lit up. This map had security cameras, so I kind of just dropped torches on top of it instead of.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I kind of cover that. The elevator
right.
and stairs are out of play, but both hallways are free to roam.
I would like to inspect the desk.
Okay. As you start to rummage through, there is like file folders that are in there, but there's no files. As you're kind of opening up all of them, it seems that somebody has removed all of the documentation that's on there. There's kind of like a little service bell to ding on there. There is a visitor sign-in sheet that is attached to a clipboard that's on top of the desk, but there's no names, no signatures. It's just an empty sheet. There's a pen that it's kind of attached to it with metal beads.
Can I take the bell?
Yeah.
I want to take the bell.
Okay. Yeah, it's not affixed to the desk, so yeah.
I'm armed with a bell and a
You got a projectile and a stabby.
Yep. Just like, yeah, you never know, man. I don't know. I got all right. Ding.
1d2 bludgeoning damage. Ding.
D2 ding damage. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna slowly start to. I'm gonna be very cautious. To I'm gonna almost hold the bell just so it doesn't ding.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Sure.
But I will just slowly make my way down and just check. Okay. Jiggle.
Yeah, these ones will be locked, but you can kind of peer into them as you're kind of going down.
Mongoloid arm. Pull myself up.
All right, so yeah, so as you're just strong arm and holding up there,
Yeah.
You can see that this seems to be some kind of visitor room where people can sit.
Okay. Next door. I'm just gonna,
Sure. It appears to
Mongoloid.
be a variation of it. So it seems like another kind of visitor room. And as you move to no, go ahead, keep going down. As you move to Victor 1003, these ones, the visitor rooms, the tables and chairs on one side seem normal, but on the other, the table is bolted down. The chairs are bolted down, and there are these handcuff manacles that are attached to the chairs on the two on that side, like across from the table. So one side is bolted down and one side is not.
And my first instinct as Finley is that there's kinky stuff, but I'm like, wait, no, that might not be actually what because handcuffs.
Right.
That's where my mind instantly goes.
They're not the fuzzy kind.
Nope, not fuzzy ones. So much potential in this room, and then just wasted. All these doors are locked. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Last door, same thing.
Same thing as the other one. Yeah.
Okay, but can I see whatever's going on through the blue wall over here? Looking at these guys
Blue wall?
on the
Oh,
other
yes.
one,
Yes, you can.
Those are blue walls.
Yes,
okay.
they are.
Okay, so I can kind of see barely some sort of table thing, but I can't really see what's going on in that room.
Right.
That's that is super frustrating. Okay, okay.
I lost you. I gotta find you.
I'm going north. Going north.
There you are.
Yep. Going north. Trying to be quiet. Dragging my mongoloid arm with me the whole way.
Okay.
Jiggle, jiggle, jiggle.
This one is going to be locked. And this is, again, some more bookshelves, but this one, as you kind of mongoloid arm.
Yep.
You know.
We're pulling up, baby.
Sure. Parkour, you know, as you're holding yourself up there. This one has books on the shelves, but the door is locked and it requires a little.
Is there another keypad thing?
Yeah.
Gosh, damn it. Okay.
Yeah, a little card
All right.
slot on it.
All right, bathroom. Okay. So this is kind of reciprocal of the other hall. Okay, all right. Oh, whoa. What is that? Is that blood?
It is blood. And as you're starting to look at it, it is not. Are you gonna like inspect it?
Yeah.
All right. So the blood is not warm, so it's not super fresh, but it hasn't got to the point where it's like hardened yet. So it's somewhat fresh, but it was not like just happened.
Gosh, my handwriting is terrible when I try to write fast. Okay.
It's free. Take as much time as you need.
Remember that. What is this little doohickey guy here?
So as you are starting to move up closer, you can hear a faint humming noise. And as you're getting up closer and closer, as you get closer to this wall, you see that there's this kind of pull switch. You're not sure what it does, but you can hear from the back side of this wall, through the wall, you can hear something running. You can hear it like a engine kind of, like a
Okay.
noise. It's very faint, but you can hear it coming from the other side of the wall.
Other side of this wall?
Yeah, adjacent to where the switch is.
Okay. I'll be back.
Okay.
I'll be back. And every time I'm trying to make it, I know I can't get exactly to the corner, but I'm making sure like every time I get to the end of the hallway, I'm getting to a corner so I can peek around.
Sure.
And when I see that there's no one down there, I'll make my way.
Sure. Still, you see and hear nobody.
Yeah, that's creeping me out a little bit. Okay, all right. Holy shit here. Okay. Now I'm starting to get a little freaked out. A lot of hallways, a lot of doors. Not really. Oh boy. Okay. All right. So I know typically when you do, I'm trying to remember, like when you do mazes, sometimes like it's best to just always go right. As long as you just keep going right, you're just eventually gonna find your way. So I've been going. Once I got out, I know I turned left initially, but that was a dead end. So now I'm going right. Everything's been right so far. So I'm just making a big circle.
Okay.
So I'm gonna keep going right. Okay, so I get down to this, and this is another new jiggle handle.
All right. So just to kind of expedite and smooth this out, all of these Romeo Delta doors are going to be locked. You can feel free to walk past them. These rooms seem to be full of crates and boxes, and you can see some equipment hanging out of them. You can't really make out what it's for, but there's lots of random different things. You see coils, you see wires, you see maybe some medical tools, you see some vials in another one. It's a bunch of just random stuff in all of these rooms. Nobody's in them, and the doors are locked.
Oh, sorry.
So the door's locked, Finley. Just kidding.
Not for Philly shenanigan, it's not. No doors locked for me, sir. Okay. All right. So as we're going along here, and I start to like go down and come back around again, like okay, boxes, crates, wires, boxes. And I'm walking straight ahead. I'm like, wait, what the fuck is that? So I'm gonna walk straight towards that.
All right. So in the door on this one, these ones are also locked as well. You can see that these large chairs that have these these things that like lock somebody down, and there's some kind of headpiece thing, and there's these electrical coils that are on either side of it, and wires coming out of this thing. It almost looks like a torture device or something. You're not quite sure. There's some medical supplies, some cabinets, some tanks of some kind of something in the room. It looks very, very strange.
Again, I see a chair with straps and headpieces. My mind goes down the dirty path and comes back. No, I'm so thinking of weird shit, man. All right, cool. Gotta focus. Gotta slap myself with the mongoloid hand a little bit.
Sure.
Like gentle taps. Okay, stay to the right. Stay to the right. Stay focused. And as I'm walking, can I kind of?
Yep.
I guess I probably can't really see those. Stay to the right. Stay to the right. Peek around the corner. Oh, long, scary hallway as it gets dark down there, too. Oh, I don't want to go down there! Oh, God! I'm just going to run a little bit. I'm going to run right to there. Do I see anything? Not really.
Not really, no.
But I do see a corner. I'm just going to do a quick little peek. Oh, God. Oh, God. Okay. Sight, sound, still nothing, huh?
Nope, you hear nobody, and it's starting to almost get you paranoid. How
Yeah,
can
a
you
little
be
bit.
exploring this much and not see any traces of anyone?
What is this?
Give me one quick second.
It's the blubber wall. It's made of jello. I'll eat my way out of here.
Trying to find something in my notes. Give me one quick second.
Good. No, you're good. You're good. Just sprinted down a long, scary hallway. Should be fine.
Where did I put it? Oh, that's right. Okay, I remember. All right, so with this door, the door is teal. It looks like all the other ones that you've seen so far, but this one's much larger, and it looks much more reinforced. There is also a key card slot on this one as well, with a little LED light that is not glowing. But this looks like a door of interest that, you
Right.
prefer.
Duly noted. Okay. Walk back around here. Peek around the corner. Oh gosh, golly. Oh my gosh, there's more doors. Okay.
So all of these are going to be locked as well, and all these are India 1 through 12. As you're kind of looking, these are extremely small chambers, and all the only thing that's in each of these is just a single bed, and that is it. There's nobody in any of them, but as you look in, these are extremely small, little tiny rooms.
What is this place, man? No, sir, I don't like it. Just for the sake of shits and giggles, I'm gonna go to every door and do the mongoloid pull just to see.
Sure.
There's nothing I see in any of them. Just beds, right?
There's no people in them. There's no end tables. There's no nothing. It's just a bed in all of these rooms. There's no windows, no nothing. And the rooms almost look padded even too. Like if somebody was in there, it'd be absorbing sound, so nobody could hear screams.
Oh man. Ah! Mongol. Okay, is this door jiggle?
This one opens.
Needle dagger ready.
Okay.
Bell ready.
As you walk into this one, there is a wooden table with a bunch of chairs. This almost seems like some kind of meeting room, maybe for people who work here. You're not quite sure. But other than that, there doesn't seem to be just some random, you do see some orderly jackets that are hanging up on the wall. They're like these white overcoats.
Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. I will grab the smallest looking one
Okay.
to
Right.
fit me somehow, even with
Okay.
my mongoloid arm.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. You can sort of like, you might be tearing it up a little bit as you shove it in there, but the rest of your body can be concealed if you like.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll just do a quick little once around the room. Just if I don't see anything, I don't see anything. Okay, just the orderly jackets, right? Okay.
Yep.
Stay to the right. Stay to the right. Mongoloid pull. Okay, is this? Do I see anything in here?
So for this one, you can see that there is blood splats on the floor in the room, but there also be some other kind of pussy mucus that's also on there too, and you can see these large poker sticks that seem to have blood, and it almost looks like chunks of brain maybe on the tips of them on the ground. You don't see anybody in there.
Gosh, damn it, Sean.
But there's like this table that looks like somebody could lay on, and it kind of props them up, and there's this face pillow portion with a strap, many straps that it holds somebody down in.
This door's locked, though. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking shit. Hold on. I'm gonna come back to that one. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. What do I see in here?
All right, so this one has a very ornate door, and it is slightly ajar as you walk up to it.
Mother. All right. I'd like to re-stealth if I can. I don't like this room already.
Sure, you've been moving around a lot. You can go ahead and stealth check again.
All right. Needle dagger ready.
Sure.
Come on, man. Come on, Finley. Jesus, monkey balls.
So-
Can we use any of our stuff from being, or is this just Finley as a character, like luck points or anything like that, or?
Yeah, you can use luck points, sure.
Shut the door. Okay, well, I'm definitely gonna use one now.
Okay.
Wait, do I have luck as 6th level? Oh, I don't. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Okay, cool. Yeah, I would like to do that. Wait, do I? Sorry, Sean. Hold on one second.
Take a chunk out.
Lucky is a halfling for rerolling ones, and then yeah, lucky points. Okay, cool. Yeah, 6th level. Yeah. Can I do that?
Sure.
All right. I would like to re-roll that shitball. There we go. That's what I'm talking about.
Much
22
Much better.
for the kids at home.
All right, so the door is slightly opened, and you can kind of move your way in there if you like.
I would like to.
Okay. The
Very 22 stealthily wise.
placard on the outside says Whiskey Oscar on it.
Whiskey Oscar.
W-O.
Neat door. I don't like this. Okay, I would like to stealthily start walking in. What do my little halfling I see as I kind of make my way to this bloodstained carcass?
Exactly. That's the first thing that's going to draw your attention. There's a very overweight, heavy man that is covered in his own blood on the ground. And to the right is going to be... you're going to see several different pieces of furniture in here. An office desk, like a wardrobe kind of a thing. There is a big world globe thing off in the corner. There's a big rug. It's very... Everything you've seen has been kind of like hospital-y, all clean and proper. You know what I mean? Like nothing out of place. This is the first room that you've seen that's been like actually decorations in. And
Yeah, it's got a rug and shit. Yeah, I got you.
right. And give me a quick second.
What's this big guy on the wall over here? Is it like a wardrobe or something?
Yeah, it's
or?
like a wardrobe kind of a thing. But you're going to see a painting on the back wall. Let me zoom out a little bit so we can see more.
Okay.
Over here. And it's kind of hinged, hanging off of the wall, and it's going to trigger a flashback as you're in this room kind of checking this out. And the flashback that you're getting this time, tamping the tobacco pipe, or the pipe tobacco in his pipe for the third time, he finally strikes a wooden match and inhales deeply. The cherry red leaves burn as he exhales right into your face. Over his shoulder, you can see an oil painting of himself hung in the center of the room. He's wearing a fancy purple jacket that he obviously overpaid for. Underneath is a golden nameplate that reads Warden Hitchcock. The wrinkled face of the warden bellows out, "So let me see if I got this straight. The four of you are here to solve a missing persons case?" And the flashback will kind of fade away.
Backflash.
And you were in this room when this flashback occurred. And the fat man that's on the ground covered in his own blood was the man that you saw. And he's also the man in the painting. But in the painting, he's got this very over the top jacket that he does not have on his body in there.
I will go check the wardrobe.
Okay. As you examine the wardrobe, you'll see just some other changes of clothes, but no purple jacket is in there.
Just for giggles, what's this green thing here?
Just furniture.
Okay.
Not furniture. Yeah.
All right.
But the oil painting in your flashback, it was flush against the wall.
Okay. Well, then I will look behind it.
Okay. Move your character to the other side.
Oh, there's like a little thing.
Yeah. So you can kind of see something recessed into the wall. You think that the painting could be opened more, maybe.
Okay. I will open it more.
Okay.
Is it like a latch kind of thing, or that you need to pull or push on? Or is it a genie lamp? What the hell's going on back here?
it's kind of like it's hinged on the back, so it can kind of like open up. And as you pull it back, it exposes a safe that is recessed into the wall. That's got like this gold-plated ornate thing on the front of it.
Gotcha. Okay. All right.
So it looks like the safe has a keypad, and then there's a key card slot on it as well. So the rest of them that you've seen, all the doors have these key card slots, but this one also has a keypad as well. All
right. Let's go searching. I would like to search the desk. See if I can find anything to help me with this desk thing.
All right.
I mean, the safe thing.
Sure. As you rummage through all the stuff, you find random things, but nothing. No key card. No key card found in any of this stuff.
I will go inspect the person. The dead warden.
Okay.
I will search his.
He doesn't have anything of interest on him. No key card as well. But the purple jacket seems to keeps popping up in your mind. He had this purple jacket, and he doesn't have it on him now.
Just for giggles, I want to walk over to this globe. It's is it like our globe, like our world, or like a different world, or?
I don't know.
Okay, it's a globe. Got it. Okay.
Globe, yeah.
All right. Cool. I've seen some pretty fancy rooms in my day where like sometimes people hide like the decanter of alcohol.
Oh, sure.
Their secret stash, right?
Yep.
I want to see if there's any way I can open this globe. Maybe there's alcohol, maybe there's not. Maybe there's something else fun.
There is indeed.
Okay, all right, cool. How do I do it? Press...
Yeah, it's the globe will just kind of open up, and inside there'll be some brandy, a couple glasses, and then some like metallic cubes that you would freeze, but they're all warm.
All right. Well, a little liquid courage never hurt anybody in this moment, so I will go ahead and just pour a little out, toast it to the guy on the floor, and slip one back real quick.
Awesome.
Shot of brandy. I'm going to take that with me, actually. I'm going to put it in my... Is it like a big decanter thing or like a little one?
Maybe like this size.
Okay. In my lab coat, do I have any pockets?
Sure, the perfect size for it.
Well, look at that. How great. Okay, I just want to take it. So I got a needle, I got a bell, I got alcohol. Okay. Things are looking up. All right. just in case I gotta, blow something up. Okay, all right.
Like a Bell brandy bomb. I don't know how.
Yeah, right. Yeah, just however one puts one of those MacGyvers together. Okay, all right. Fuck, man. You said it's like eerily quiet in here, yeah?
Mm-hmm. You've not ran into or saw anybody that works here, or
Okay.
seen a couple patients, and that was it so far.
Just to help with the description here, these doors, I want to see if I can alarm this door. Just in case there's anyone else running around in here with me that I don't know about. Is there any way that I can place my bell in a way that if this door opens, it would like hit it? Does that make sense what I'm saying?
Sure. Yeah, you could pull random stuff off the desk and kind of prop it up to where if the door was opened, it would hit the top of the bell that dings. Does that work?
Yeah, I'll take the time to do that.
Sure.
I will. I'll bring his chair over.
Okay.
I'll pull the chair over, and so does the door open in or out? Just for the sake of conversation.
Whichever
way.
Yeah.
Whichever way. All right.
Probably in would work best, so it could kind of hit the bell that's covered if they opened it
Right.
up.
I'm just trying to figure out how the hell I get out of here, though. I guess I can't really do it if it opened in. There's a way that I could do this. I can't think of how to do it right now. Gosh damn it. Okay. What if it came? No, it goes in. You already said it goes in.
You could just like prop up the bell to be facing this way, and when the door opens, the door would just press the dinger part of it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
So,
I got it. Okay, I got you. Okay. I was thinking something. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is like, because it's gonna have to stay. Because there's no way I can close the door again. That wouldn't work, right? But what I want to do with my little halfling hand, right? I want to lay the chair on its side, right, like this, and I'm gonna put the bell on its side, like this,
Sure.
right? And then so when the door opens, so it's gonna have to stay open, so I can put the bell in there, right?
Sure.
If someone wants to open the door, not only would it hit the door, the chair, but it would ding it.
Okay.
That's what I want to do.
Okay.
Okay.
Perfect.
Yeah. Okay.
Perfect.
That's what I want to do. Okay.
Little security system. Okay.
Well, because if it's so eerily quiet, I'm hoping even if I'm down like a longer hallway somewhere, I'll just hear this faint little
Sure.
ding. All right.
Absolutely.
All right. So door ding, chair, door, door ding, chair, door. Okay, cool.
Door ding,
All
chair
right.
door.
After I take a little bit of time to do that, moving
Sure.
on.
These last two rooms are going to look like the L1 and L2 are going to look like the L3.
Okay.
Lima 3 door.
Just crazy stuff. Okay. All right. Whew. Okay. Get a little nervous here because, okay, I feel like I'm making my way back.
There was a hallway you
down.
skipped up here.
Oh, yes, I did because I didn't follow my right pattern. That's okay. I'm going to come back for that. And I'm going to make my way, now that I kind of get my bearings, and I'm going to like, okay, stay to the right. Okay, stay to the right. Okay, stay to the right. And I'm going to make my way back down.
Okay, as you're starting to run around, it's been some time, so this black ichor that's been pumping through your veins, you've been trying to forget about it, focus on where the hell you are, how to get out, where your friends are, why you're here, all of that. It is going to pulse through your veins once more, and it's going to make you buckle to your knees, and this time it's going to completely take over your entire body.
Oh, fuck. Okay. All right. Oh, God.
All right,
So
so
as I'm running back down this way.
all right, so right where you're standing there, you're no longer going to be Finley.
Oh, no.
Give me just a moment.
You're good.
You're now this.
Oh, gosh. What the fuck? Okay. All right. I got to zoom in so I can see what that is.
All right, so
What the hell is that?
and hold on. Controlled
Uh-oh.
by Finley and HotABot. There you go.
Uh-oh. Did I lose my screen here? Oh, there I am. Okay.
All right,
Yeah,
so
when I zoomed in, I like lost.
I'll make it
myself.
bigger so everybody can kind of see what it looks like. All right.
What? What the hell?
So your face, your mouth extends out and kind of like caves in on itself. You got this huge, massive, gaping mouth. Your arms are long. Your body's, you just become this hulking thing, and just your mouth is almost kind of like just constantly drooling this kind of monster alien kind of just goop that just kind of like every time you close your mouth is still just kind of. All right, so go ahead and pull out that character sheet I gave you earlier and told you not to peek at.
Okay. Oh my god, what the fuck is going on?
And so everybody can kind of get a little 360 of you.
Oh, that's cool.
And let's look at the character sheet portion. All right, so you have armor class of 14, hit points is 100,
Nice.
speed of 30. You got your stats there. All right, so let's go over everything you can do with this new form of yourself. All right, so you got face hugger. If you move at least 10 feet straight forward towards a target and then hit it with a bite attack on the same turn, the target takes an extra 2d8 piercing damage. If the target is a creature, it must succeed on a strength saving throw or be grappled. So this massive mouth can kind of just, open up and just kind of, truly kind of just latch onto him.
Okay.
All right,
Okay.
you gain Labyrinth Recall, so you kind of have a photographic memory. So all these rooms and the door placards and stuff like that, you'll be able to recall. So I can go look it up for you, like, oh, I remember looking at this. What was it? I could tell you details that you just have in your memory.
Uh-huh.
All right, you got Reckless. So at the start of your turn, any of your turns, you can choose to activate this. You'll gain advantage on all attack rolls, but any attacks against you will also have advantage as well.
Okay.
For actions, you have Bite. You get a +6, reach 5 feet. If you hit, it'll do 2d12 plus 4 piercing damage, but you have that facehugger modifier for it. So if you move towards them 10 feet, you get the extra 2d8 and then might grapple them. And then Monster Rage, you have to actually have charges of it for you to be able to use that ability.
Uh-huh.
So you'll have to wait to find out about that.
What the hell? Look at me. I look like a beefed up, like, you ever see like a close up of a worm?
Yeah.
And they're a little like crazy looking mouth. I look like a fucking Hulk worm. Jesus Christ. Okay. So as I'm like running down the hallway and the arm just takes over and I turn into full Mongoloid Finley. Fongoloid? Fongoloid.
Everyone's favorite Fongloid bot. Face hugging. Yeah.
Beastly shenanigans. Fongoloid. All right. Dude, can I still like think straight? Because my original plan was I was like running down the hallway. I was gonna go back to the dudes that were asleep and see if like I couldn't wake their asses up. But now I'm a Fongoloid beast, so that'll go over fucking swimmingly well. So I kind of turn into this thing.
You're fully taking this form. You understand any languages that you knew before, but your appearance has drastically changed.
Oh man. Shit. This will go well. Just as I look down and now both my arms and hands are looking like this and I'm just all like massive. I'm way taller.
And as you're kind of looking yourself over, just like this monster saliva just leaking out of your face, and just kind of as you're looking around, just kind of like whipping, and then like the little strand that's hanging off your face will kind of snap, and it's just some saliva will go flying off in a direction.
Gross.
Yeah.
I look down at the little like needle thing, and I'm like, I mean, I'll just like toss that. I don't need that anymore.
Sure.
Yes. Fuck this thing. My bottle of brandy's probably gone too. Okay, that's because I just hulked out of my shirt.
Well, yeah, everything's all torn, so you still have the brandy in the pocket of the thing, but it's all going to be Hulk torn all around you.
Right. I'm just gonna drink the rest of it. Fuck it, whatever. just trying to put all this together and just clear the cobwebs a little bit more. All right,
Alright.
I'm gonna chug the rest, slam the bottle on the ground,
Okay.
and just start going back towards these doors where those dudes were sleeping. There we go. All right. So Fongoloid has photographic memory, and I kind of have a good feel of where I'm at too. All right, so I'm gonna run back down here, and is this dude still sleeping?
Yep, they're sleeping very heavily.
Great. All right, cool. Not for long. I'm gonna start nailing on this dude's door.
Okay, so as you start to beat on the doors, you can see them kind of tossing and turning, and they'll kind of like look towards the window, but not looking actually through it, and they'll kind of just start yelling obscenity stuff, like just crazy talk. Nothing's going to seem to be coming out coherent, and they're going to just be seeming like they're just mentally unstable. And as you're kind of trying to get their attention and pounding on it, it kind of dawns on you that maybe the orderlies kind of fuck with them a lot, like while they're trying to sleep. So they're maybe thinking that's what it is.
I will just Fongoloid rage yell into the. I know it's a window, but you can see my little fucking worm mouth. Just like try to like see if that does anything. If it's a little different than an orderly banging on the.
All right, so you like as you kind of yell at it's gonna kind of fog up and saliva's gonna stick all over it. Yeah.
Yep.
But they don't seem of sound mind, and they are not going to be wanting to be stirred out of bed.
Idiots. Okay. All right. I will run all the way back down to where I was.
Okay.
Where I first Mongoloid changed. And now that I'm a little beefier and feel like I can maybe take care of myself a little more than just a little needle dagger, I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can activate whatever this thing is that was humming.
All right.
Handle hummer.
All right. So as you grab onto the lever with your big arms, you just kind of throw it out of place. You can hear the humming that's coming from behind the door start to sputter out and then stop. It was like some kind of generator or something was running, and then you can hear it kind of kick off and the engine quits. Whatever device it was behind there, it stops running.
Turn off something. Okay. Well, that's something that I did. I'm gonna run all the way back. Do. Just running through this fucking crazy hallways and shit. Back up to where I was, and again, I got a little liquid courage in me. I'm a little bigger now.
Sure.
My balls dropped. All kinds of things going on. I'm gonna go up here and see. Is this jingle jingle jingle? Can I open this door at all? Or
There's no door. It's actually just an open hallway, and
Okay.
you can see a blood-splattered orderly that's wearing one of the orderly jackets that you tried putting on that you tore to shreds. You can see that from her gut area, intestines are hanging out. Blood is just splurt everywhere. Her dead body is on the ground.
Okay.
Lifeless, just laying in there.
Okay. Can Fongoloids do anything with dead things? Doesn't look like it. Okay. And can I go this way at all?
That's out of play.
Out of play. Okay, cool. Okay.
But on her body, just to save you time, I don't want you to have to come back later.
Okay.
As you search her body, you do find a teal-colored key card.
Oh, wonderful. That'll work.
It's got some blood on it, but you and your monster beast form, I don't know if that'll phase you at all.
Right. No, not too much anymore. Okay. All right. Cool. Do. Teal card. Teal door. Here I come.
Here's your just
Barreling.
beast running down. Okay.
Last time this always scared me. Not so much anymore.
I feel invincible.
Okay.
All right.
After all this mongoloid running, I go. beep. Very, very gingerly. Yeah, very, very nicely with my pinky up.
Amazing. All right, so you insert the teal-colored card into the teal door.
And the
And-
building blows up.
The LED light that is on it is going to glow green and then open up, revealing another hallway. But while you are in there and the door opens up, you are going to notice something that's going to catch your eye.
Okay.
There is another beast. This one is kind of smoother, slender. The head is much more bulbous than you. It's more slender, not quite as muscular. It's going to be standing there, kind of whisking his fingers around, and you're gonna catch its attention, and you're gonna see that it's gonna look up straight at you as you're walking through the doorway. And that is where we will end our one-on-one.
What? What? There? Why there, Sean? Oh my gosh, I want to go fuck something up. Oh man. Okay, wait, hold on. Okay, the description of the thing was long, slender. What now? Long, slender head. You said.
Yeah. Or the body's more lanky. It's not quite as muscular as yours, but it's the same grayish silver color that your body is as well.
Ooh. Okay, all right, okay. I took so many notes. Jesus.
And that is going to end Kyle's one-on-one for the Asylum at 6:30 p.m. This might be the last one, I don't know, but we're going to, at 6:30 p.m. Pacific tonight, we are going to pick up the live version with all 4 of them. Hopefully you guys caught it, of all of their one-on-ones, but they are all going to pick up together to resume the second part of Asylum to figure out why they're here, what the fuck they're supposed to do. So be sticking with that.
Wait, can I watch theirs? I guess I can. Can I not watch theirs? I can't watch theirs.
It would be better not to. Nope.
Oh, you're killing me, Sean.
Yeah, if you guys missed any of it, you can check our YouTube. It'll be uploaded up on there as well. So this is the end of part A. Thanks for sticking with us. We'll see you in a few minutes when we go live.
Yeah. That's not weird at all.
Yeah. Which is tomorrow for us, but yeah. All right, guys, we'll see you in a little bit. And then we'll pick up right where we left off.
That was fun. That was awesome. Okay.